Aw, shit.
I don't know. Let's make sure that's going to work. Oh, yep, there we go. We're on. Welcome back, everybody. This is Mark 74 of the Super Civil Servants Podcast. My name is Greg, and happy holidays, because it is getting that time of year where everybody tries to be festive and loving and celebrate what I feel like is the best holiday of the year, Thanksgiving. But it's not going to happen this year. COVID got us, man. But that's okay. We can hang out like this, social distancing the proper way, get with a group of friends, video chat about something really fun, and we're going to do that this evening. Nathan's with us tonight. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. And to piggyback off that, COVID has put a wrench in thing, but everybody in the world collectively is high as hell if they think people aren't going to go spend time with their family. So everybody get ready for that spike. Hold on to your ass.
Yeah.
It's coming because
Yeah.
you look what happened when summertime came. Everybody was cool until the weather turned nice, and then they was like, F this, and people was just flooding the streets and going to the bar and whatever.
That's true.
You think people's missing out on family time? Hell no. Thanksgiving and Christmas going to be popping, so get ready for those numbers to spike here at the end of the year and the new year. I'm just saying. But other than that, I'm doing great, guys. Ready to fucking shoot the shit. Great to see you guys.
The man speaks the truth.
I'm just saying.
Chris,
Get
how you
ready.
doing, bud?
Good, everyone. Happy Life Day, or Afterlife Day, technically.
Mm-hmm.
Did not know that. Yeah. Sarah, what's up?
Oh, I'm doing well. Yes, I'm looking forward to Thanksgiving as well. I'm going to eat like a family of four, like I normally do. So, whether I have a house full of people or not, I'm still going to cook. I'm still going to eat, and I'm still going to nap. Like it's just coming that turkey coma.
And what time am I coming over?
Yeah.
Right.
Normally about 12:30,
Right.
something like that. So.
I've got like 20 friends that you need to feed. You good with that?
There you go. We actually
Oh
had
my
the
goodness.
Thanksgiving breakfast dinner that today at work. Like for everybody throws in a little bit of money. We have a huge Thanksgiving dinner.
From Chick-fil-A?
No, but that's actually the silver lining with that Chick-fil-A story, because I didn't have to pay for breakfast or lunch.
Sure,
So
sure.
So
we're calling even Stevens.
Yeah, I guess. Let's get right with that. The return of Katie. How are you doing?
Chris got him.
Hello, boys and Sarah.
Hi.
I'm doing good.
Hey, boss.
I had the day off today.
Nice.
Nice.
Yay!
You had this great idea Sunday when we
Oh,
were
what,
recording
Matt? No, never mind.
this. You had this great idea to
They have
cover
to
the
be quiet.
holiday special. That's what we're
I
gonna do.
missed completely what you said, Nathan, but I think I'm glad for that.
Yeah.
So, Greg, continue.
Well, Joe's with us too. Joe, what's up, buddy? How you doing?
Hi guys, how's it going? Also look forward to Thanksgiving, kind of. We're gonna have the Thanksgiving with my girlfriend and her mom here at my house or our house, and then the next day we're going over to my dad's to have our Thanksgiving, which we have ravioli, gavadil, and homemade meatballs, which I have to make 12 pounds of meatballs Sunday. So
Wow.
that's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Ah.
Delicious.
Yeah.
That sounds delicious, by the way.
Yeah.
What we do, it's what we've done every year. We used to make the homemade ravioli, but as a kid, my mom was like, we would make varying sizes, so sometimes ravioli never got finished. We used to make the homemade ravioli.
Understandable.
But as a so kid, we just started my mom buying was it like a few years back. We would make varying sizes, so yeah, I am looking forward to that with my family. It should be fun.
That sounds fun.
It does. Yeah, there we go. Ready for Thanksgiving. It is crazy because Thanksgiving for me, because I went to culinary school, so everybody always expects me to make a whole bunch of really great stuff on Thanksgiving, but it's the one day that I really just don't want to do anything. I just want to eat and watch football. So we're going to see how that works out this year, because I think we're just doing just the family at home. So I don't have to do a whole lot of cooking this year. I know my wife's going to help me out with that, but it'll be interesting. All right, got a few news things to talk about tonight, just real quick reactions, and then we're going to hop into the movie. Before we do that, let's talk about the network. And Nathan, every time I have a show with you, I'm going to do this to you. Talk to us about the Geek Ultimate Network.
Nathan just does it the best.
He does it great.
I like
exactly.
how I got roped.
Yeah.
No, and
He does it great.
even when you guys say that, and I'm trying to clean it up, like I still stumble and trip through it. I just keep going, guys. I just don't stop. When I trip and I stumble, I just keep fucking going. I don't stop and
Keep
go.
rolling. Just keep
That
rolling.
sounds like
Just-
some Superman.
Right. There's no
Man of Steel
detours.
advice.
You just put your head. You're like the Juggernaut. Put your head down and ran. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
But as Greg said, we are part of the Geek Ultimate Alliance Network. We're the one-stop shop for damn near anything in the geek genre. We're shows every day of the weekend, sometimes 2 or 3 shows on any given day, which we're going to have to wrap that shit up. We're going to have to combine some shows together. So come on, guys. There's too much audio drops at once. Mr. Snail, come on. You're always looking for the best way to get this, so let's put some shit together, move some stuff around. But that's neither here nor there. He's gonna love that, by the way. And but the shows we got World's Finest True Believers, which takes with Mr. Bauga there, takes a deep dive into comic books. There is DC Alliance with Greg there and Travis, that cover everything the DC world. Marvel Alliance with the aforementioned Mr. Snail and Chris Bauga, talking about everything in the Marvel world. You got Star Wars Alliance with Katie and myself, everything Star Wars. Also Slice of Film, where Katie takes a dive to a film of yesteryear. We've also got Superhero Discussions, which looks at an animated movie or series and gives a discussion about it. We've also got a new show with Joe here, Ranger Alliance, which if you can, I'm sure you can figure it out, but it's your one-stop shop for Power Rangers news there. And you've got this show goes live on YouTube on 9 Eastern on Friday nights. The audio drops Saturday. Then we've also got a current comic book show, which I butcher the name every time, and I'm sorry, he probably hates me because I destroy his fucking comic show every time. Weird Comics Roundup stuff. See, what is it?
Weird
I destroy it every time.
Sign.
That's what I said. He probably hates it when I say it because I wreck it every time. Yeah, Marvel and DC where they round it up, and that is all the shows. But we also have a Patreon account. $1 just is like a thank you and just lets us know that you care, which we appreciate. And then there's also a $5 tier that gets you exclusive episodes, early access to episodes, ad-free episodes, and it's just a really extra nice thank you. And speaking of ads, we are an ad-supported network. We don't get to pick the ads that are played or the volume that they're played at. So just be ready to fast forward those immediately because we know you're doing that shit anyway. And let's go.
I actually don't fast forward them.
I actually don't
Unless
have that
it's-
play. No.
Unless it's
You
4
are
of
a
the same
masochist.
one.
Yeah.
You're a
It's one
masochist.
commercial break.
Yeah.
I mean,
Bravo,
what?
good
Yes,
sir.
I listen to them every time too. You're right, every
Bravo.
time.
So, well done. Nathan did the best you could.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Sure.
You took the early claim to
That's
that
what
and definitely ran away with it. So,
No,
Well, I'm
if you
totally
wanna
letting
hear
him do
the
it
one,
for World's
if,
Finest this week. He's totally.
yeah, he's got it.
No,
Got
if you want to hear the one and only good one I did, it is on the Star Wars Alliance episode where Katie and I interviewed Tom, and I actually tried to put my composure together and put my best foot forward, and I think I did a half-ass good job there. If you want to hear my one good one that I'll throw for the Marconi Award or whatever, if they're asking for something, that's what I'm putting out there.
I hear you.
You know, as they give Marconis for podcasting, you know what I'm saying? You know, get it? Like we're radio guys.
Hey, speaking of that episode, that's a great interview episode if you're interested in Star Wars or publishing in general. So go check that out.
Sure.
Very, very much.
Cheap, shameless plug. We're just trying to get the numbers up on our episodes.
Obi-Wan's trying to say hey. What's up, buddy? You trying to say hey?
Aww.
Trying to say hey? But yeah, okay, so we got a little bit of news to talk about. It's not even really news. There's a few things that float around in the chat that we have that, I like to
Cat's
bring up
over
and
there
debate.
licking, so.
Yeah, I know, Nathan. You don't get involved in the chat because you're not on Twitter anymore, man. We're all awaiting your
I
return.
don't.
It's going to happen.
No,
2021.
Nathan,
2021, perhaps. Actually, you know what? I don't know. With the more I do, it might even be like, I'm doing good.
I basically
I'm doing
only
good.
get on Twitter
Social
to
media
communicate
sucks.
with everybody. Y'all, man.
I get
the
it.
news I get
I
on
get
Twitter
it.
is the news
Right.
y'all give me. I'm telling you,
Right.
y'all going to play a
The-
bad joke on me one day.
The GIF,
Who knows?
that
Who
Travis,
knows if we already have?
I know. You probably have.
the GIF of that Travis always sends us of Donald Glover going with Community or wherever he walks in with the pizza and everything's just on fire. That's what I feel like every time I look at Twitter for 1 nanosecond. You would think the entire fucking world is collapsing and imploding like the fucking Armageddon asteroid is at our
Hey,
doorstep
Nathan,
and we're
Nathan,
kissing our
pay
asses
attention.
goodbye.
Nathan, I've got a quick and easy solution for you.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
create a whole new Twitter account
Mm-mm.
and just friend us.
Okay.
Ooh.
See, you know what? You're right. That could work because anybody...
Or just get rid of
Yeah.
Wobbly
everyone.
Boots 85,
Ever.
86.
Or just get rid of everyone but
Yes.
us.
Right.
There you go. You
That's
don't
what
have
I
to
mean.
create
Literally.
Well,
I
yeah,
just
but
had
his
to literally
algorithm will
just-
still be messed up.
Oh,
Yeah, it probably
Joe,
would. I
Joe,
literally had to
stop
follow
it.
nothing.
I'm sorry,
Ruining
everyone.
getting back on.
Stop.
Well, no, but that's do the one where he just starts a brand new one and friends all of us. That way
Nobody
his
cares
algorithm
about
is
this, guys. Guys, nobody cares about me being on camera.
Then why do we bring it up?
Oh,
First,
no.
Shit.
No.
Before we even get started. All right.
Right.
But yeah, a little bit of news. And it's like I said, it's not even really news. But we weren't even going to talk about this. But
Not news.
But it's not news exactly. We weren't going to talk about this. But the mention of should we talk about this before we started sparked such a conversation that I want to talk about it. So, Chris, were you the one who shared it?
Shared what?
About the Grace Randolph DC. Sorry, I didn't. The Grace Randolph DC Batman Green Lantern stuff.
That's not news. That's Grace Randolph.
I know it's not news. It's just something fun to talk about because I like.
She
Nature's
thought
reaction.
Birds of Prey was going to be filled with pedophilia.
Give it to me.
Oh yeah.
Give it to me.
Give it to
Come on.
I don't trust her worth two craps, and I don't know why Zack Snyder keeps doing interviews
Right?
with her. But
Okay.
Thank you. Right. Where's 57 at? I know his ears are tingling. He's heard Snyder, and we're talking and stuff. Like, he needs to be jumping on here because I totally agree with Katie.
Yeah.
Right. Like,
Yeah.
I hate this woman. She makes shit up right and left, and Zack Snyder is just giving her more fame and credit by validating, getting real interviews. Stop it.
as someone who has tried to put her foot into this entertainment reporting world as a critic and as a news reporter, it pisses me off that she's the one who has the spotlight when there's hundreds of hardworking women who are working to try and get a spotlight and have like that one interview that would make or break them and that would allow them to go forward in this, and yet somehow she's the one getting these things and somehow she has the platform for it. Like, I'm 25. I've still got a long way I could go, but there's older women out there who have been in this industry for years and they're waiting for that chance. And somehow the one who's making up all the shit and has had directors tell her left and right in the DC especially that she's dead wrong about some of the reporting that she's done on these movies.
James Wan, Kathy Ann.
James Wan, Kathy Ann.
Right, Kathy Ann.
Kathy went toe to toe with her.
She's like, I used to be a reporter, and you're not a fucking reporter. Like, she's just straight up, literally called her garbage. She did everything besides shit on her mom. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she told her out, which was awesome.
That was good.
And this is a nice segue to talk about Wonder Woman 84.
Right. But let's just go with first of all, because I totally want to give Katie an internet high five, except because there's just so many other people out there that she could have just went with, or like he could go with to get something. But that's neither here. But let's just go with her little made-up claim. Oh, there's not going to be a great hunter to this. Okay. Well, we know from that Abomination in 2017, at least some of the history lesson. Like, there was still parts of Zach's movie in there, and they might have changed things. But what did we see in that history lesson? We saw a fucking Green Lantern. We're going to at least see a Green Lantern, and I don't want to hear, he couldn't get a film. Or he's got reshoots. He's got people there. They're doing COVID protocols or whatever. You know, he's not just willy-nilly flying people in, right? You know what I mean? It's not like that. If he wants that in his movie, which I think he does, he's gonna get that in his movie before it's released. Let's just say he couldn't get it filmed right now, then he's got time before he could literally work on every other thing and get that in like another 2 weeks or whatever, and put that in and take. Yeah, I don't know how long to do it. Look, his fucking ears tingle. I told you he heard us off. His goddamn ears tingle. I told you.
Yeah.
But, yeah, she.
Entering Thunderdome.
It's gonna be in there.
I just got back. No, listen. I just got back from. Wait, first of all, hi everyone. Hey.
What's up, Travis?
I just got home from hockey. We had an ass kicking, lost 13-3. So I was taking an extra 20 minutes to come on here. I was outside enjoying my beer, and then I heard some things, especially from Mrs. Katie, that I needed to speak on.
Yeah.
Zack Snyder went on the League of Mayhem with six different women, all of which that had way smaller followings than even Katie, and propped all of them up. He was on there for 2 hours. He didn't gain anything out of that in terms of spreading his movie to people. No, it just happened in terms of spreading his movie to people that didn't know about it. He then went on the vodka stream and did the exact same thing for 90 minutes. Gave up his own time, didn't push the movie. did it again with the ping pong flicks and agreed to go on a podcast as well. Just giving back to his fans. So while I hate Grace, I think Grace is the scummiest of the scum. I don't consider her a journalist. I don't consider her news. I don't consider her. She has zero integrity as far as I'm concerned.
Who's
And
got
I
more
wish-
integrity? We
Consider
got
her
this
hair color to
confirmed
be
or
real.
Grace Randolph?
And I wish that he, I wish that he would go on someone else because I think he's using her 1 million followers.
That's obvious.
But there are other people, like for example,
With more.
there's a
Yeah.
YouTuber named Tyrone Magnus that has almost 3 million
Oh,
followers.
God.
Yes,
Love
and
him.
he's been a big fan of Snyder since Man of Steel. There's videos of him going to see it and then him reviewing it and saying how much he loved it. Same thing for BVS. He didn't like Justice League. He stopped watching DCU after that, and he has 3 million. So if my biggest problem is whoever's advising Snyder, I think that's not smart. I think they need to go. Like, they shouldn't have anything to do with Grace because of what Katie said, because of what she did with the Birds of Prey. That's utter nonsense and she should be disregarded.
Scumhole.
So while
Right.
I don't agree with it, and we should question why he's going there, I don't think we need to bring in that he's not helping out other women that doesn't have followings, because he did that big time with the League of Mayhem, over 2 hours, and like I said, they don't even have the review platform that you have, Katie. So I just want to, yes, it's bad to go on Grace, but I think he's actually giving people a platform.
And I'm not saying that he's
Hold on,
not,
hold on.
but Grace Randolph is a piece of crap, and I'm pissed off that she has the platform that she has.
Yes.
Oh, that's the
Because
Well,
there's
so here's-
more deserving women out there. And I'm not saying I'm one of them.
No, yes, you are. You got more integrity. Every person almost every person I met had more integrity to her. She's like Andy Signor. They just put out everything
God,
that's
F that
clickbait,
guy.
and so they can get clicks and views. That's all they
I
are.
don't
It's
acknowledge his name on this show.
Right. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying.
piece
Hey,
of shit.
basically here, guys,
Calm
we're
down.
I'm gonna translate Travis and Katie right now. Basically, what they're
We're
saying
in
is
agreement.
Grace
We're in
Randolph's
agreement.
gonna run naked backwards through a cornfield for like at least 10 miles, all right, and she can get effed because
just-
ain't nobody
I-
care about nothing she says.
I just wanted to point out that he went on League of Mayhem for 2 hours, and that it was a full round table of just women, and they don't have a very big following, and he's helping them out like that is a lot. But I don't think he should be going on Grace Randolph. So I'm in agreement with that. I think Grace. I just wanted to add that little extra point because he did prop up a lot of people in the last week and a half.
Well,
In
and
So
terms of-
I remember before WonderCon that he went on Grace's thing, didn't reveal shit, and then WonderCon comes and he gives all the stuff
That's
away.
true.
So
That's very
it feels
true.
like he's purposely using
Very
Grace
true.
to help push himself or
See,
push
To
everything.
prop it up,
What
And I
worries
get
me- what worries me is I disregard everything Grace says, but now she's had 2 direct interviews with Zach. So normally I would disregard everything she says, but now how do I not think that she has a direct communication line to Zack Snyder to ask him questions? So that's why,
True.
any other thing she says, I think is utter garbage, and she just throws stuff at the wall. Sometimes she's right, sometimes she's wrong, and I think that majority of the time
a
she's
broken
wrong.
clock is right twice a day.
That's
So
what I
I
mean.
mean,
though. That's what I mean. She just throws everything. Oh, I got 2
Yeah.
things right out of 100. That means I'm
Yep.
a scooper. No,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
means you have no integrity, and that's like how she has 1 million followers. I don't know. It blows my mind. Like, I blocked from her. I called her out for her nonsense, just like I called out Andy Signor, saying they were ghouls, they were the scum, they were barnacles of the world. They just sucked the life out of everything.
the biggest thing Warner Media has struggled with over the years is their PR crisis. They don't promote their films well enough, and they choose the wrong people to promote their films or their TV shows in this instance. And so I've seen a couple Warner Media people, like, they're dropping out or they've resigned and new people are taking over. And my hope is that the PR side of the business gets a little better, because the Wonder Woman side of PR could have been a hell of a lot better.
It was more marketing, I think, and the same thing. Like, Birds of Prey had a different style, and they didn't go at Grace, and they did garbage. So I mean, like, in terms of the numbers, that was pre-COVID. So
No, but it's just general garbage, because the movies are just not promoted. And so when I say they're picking the wrong people to promote things, I'm specifically talking about the Grace Randolph and Zack Snyder thing.
Yeah,
So-
I don't think that does anything to the negative for Zack Snyder. I don't. I only to his reputation more so. Not even that reputation, just his choices for who he goes and who he gives interviews to. I think that kind of hurts him, instead of like all the good he does, like giving interviews to people like that don't have a big following. He does a lot of that. So I just think that this was a mistake, but I still think like if people say that he's using her for her platform, like I said, there are bigger platforms out there that he if he would have wrote one message, if his PR company writes one message to that, like I said, a Tyrone Magnus fellow would be on in a second, and you will get double or triple the amount of views that Grace does. The only other thing I consider is
we've got a platform right here. Come on,
but the only thing I consider is if he does this, then she won't put out any like god awful rumors of his movie that are nowhere near true. That like I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't believe Snyder, but I don't believe Snyder thinks that Randolph has the power to tank his movies with dumb, off the wall, baseless rumors. But I get what you're saying. Like I don't understand, and I can't rationalize it either. Why he would pick her of all the windbags and hot air in the fucking world? You're gonna choose that one? Whatever. I don't.
And that's why I wanted to bring this up, Nathan, because honestly, y'all are making good points. Like, I don't disagree with y'all with Grace Randolph. I'm not as familiar with her because I get most of my news from y'all, so usually y'all's views on this kind of stuff is what I believe, because I believe y'all are trustworthy and y'all have the same kind of ideal morals that I have. And the only real news I have with her is the Yan stuff and then this stuff with Snyder. So I don't have a lot to base my knowledge up with her, but like Travis says, she's done 2 interviews with Zack Snyder now. We know that Zack Snyder showed her stuff that we haven't seen yet. Like she even said she's seen the Joker, right?
Allegedly.
Well, no, they
actually Snyder could shut her down right there.
Yeah,
Snyder could just show her a mirror. Snyder could just show her a mirror.
But based on that, I don't think that.
There you go.
I don't think that.
Did you just make up shame?
That's
Did you just make up shame? Because we better look.
No, I agree. I agree with you,
Yeah.
Greg. It's just
No, I get it, but I'm just saying, based on that, I don't think that she would do an interview with Snyder, especially his last 2, and then come out and put something just as totally off the wall rumor out there. Now she may, and so my question about it is, and before I get into the question, actually say what you want to say. Okay.
Well, so what I was gonna say is, like, I mean, she's tried to do interviews before, so Zack Snyder might be using her for her platform, as she's one of the most followed women in reporting. Right. In the reporting industry, right. But I mean, you also saw what she did to Birds of Prey, like that, in my opinion, was hit a lot of news sources immediately, and it was like Birds of Prey pedophilia. Oh, they're doing reshoots to remove the pedophilia in Birds of Prey, and that can tank your viewership right there. I'm not saying there were other issues with that, with the PR and marketing on that movie, but if you point blank say that in what's supposed to be a comic book movie, like people are gonna lose it and say, okay, I'm not gonna. It was
R-rated, so they were trying to fit. It was R-rated, so she was trying to say something flashy and edgy that would fit into the context of that.
We got this covered.
Film before we knew what it was. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Can we like?
Oh my God! Did you just pull back? Did you just pull back the curtain on Oz? I think you did. I think we found out who runs that trash site. Right? You know what? I connected dots.
Well, it's just all, like I said, it's not about like Jonita Davis, for example, is a journalist, and all I've seen is pieces like bringing people of color stories that have been like disregarded. Like, I've seen several stories about it, and that's like integrity. That's what I call journalist, and that's what rots me when people consider Grace a journalist and say that, or a scooper, either or. So she doesn't take any responsibility. She doesn't take any responsibility for when she gets something wrong, and that's one thing that really frustrates me. It's like it doesn't even that never happened. Like, I'm not wrong. I'm never wrong. We'll move on to the next thing.
But if I saw Grace Randolph, I'd treat her just like in Step Brothers, where the little kids beat him up at the playground. You know what I'm saying? You remember the white dog turd? That's exactly what I'm doing to her.
No, but it's no different. Like she's like Skip Bayless. It's just another extension. Right. It's just she's just playing a character for money. That's exactly it.
You may be right about that.
You're exactly right.
As much as I hate Skip Bayless, he is right sometimes, and that's why I wanted to ask with this rumor I don't say rumor because I don't know. You know, we've already set up.
Unfortunately, so is Disgrace. Disgrace gets a few of them right, and we can't deny that. Unfortunately, she does. Every dog gets a bone every now and then.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Can I bring out one point?
Yeah.
Sure.
Why are we still talking about her if we don't
Chris,
like her that much? I'm
See,
literally,
we
we've
bring
been
it up.
talking about this
Chris,
woman
I
and
haven't
how
even
much
asked
we
the
don't
question
care
yet.
about her.
Yeah.
We're talking about it because we don't know. Normally, we would disregard everything she says, but she's saying that this certain scene in the Snyder movie, in the Snyder cut, isn't happening, and it was going to happen, but they couldn't get it set up. And normally, I would disregard everything she said and just move on. But I think that she might be right, and that's why we're talking about it. Like
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it. Like I said,
It's-
my thoughts on Grace are known. But can you tell me that
If it
she's
weren't
completely wrong on
rewind.
this one? Can you tell me she's completely wrong, or do you
That's
think
why I
she
wanted to
might
bring
be
it up, because that's what I wanted to ask.
Well, I'm
yes.
not saying anything. I'm just saying.
We haven't even brought up. Hold on. We haven't even brought up what you're talking about there. Like we haven't even brought up the question of what the
I'm
tweet
sorry.
was. No, you're good. You're good. Like I said, that's why I wanted to do this, because I knew
No,
we
I'm
could
good
talk
with
about
Katie
it.
going off on her. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that at all.
No,
Okay.
she's a piece
Right.
of garbage.
Hey,
So
sure.
she put out a tweet, okay, and it says to clarify Green Lantern in Snyder Cut. There was a Green Lantern scene with Batman where the Batman half was already shot. There was talk of completing that scene, maybe with Ryan Reynolds. It didn't pan out, so no current Green Lantern in
We
the
did
movie.
read this.
You're getting a ton of other cool stuff. So I mentioned that at the beginning, and Nathan went off about how there is going to be a Green Lantern in the movie. So that's what made me spark.
See, okay,
There's so
thank
many
you.
directions this
Right.
can go. So
There's
So-
going to be a lantern in there. There's
History
going to be a
lesson.
current lantern. You could fucking CGI Kilowog in there if you wanted Batman to talk to any lantern. It
Okay.
doesn't matter. If he wants a lantern, he's going to have a lantern. I don't give a shit what she says. Literally, it could be Tomar Ray. It could be Kilowog. It could be
Yeah,
a motherfucking guardian of Oa. If he wants somebody to be talking to, you can literally turn your back, have your back to him, and CGI some hair on it. And you make it Hal, you can make it John, whichever one he want. Have their back to him. Where you see Batman talk, you see Batman's face, and we're looking over the lantern's shoulder, and all you see is the little CGI shit. If he wants it, he's gonna have it. You know, look at his CGI. His CGI is fucking phenomenal.
Because
The-
that worked out really well in Shazam with Superman's appearance, where you didn't show him, right? Nobody criticized that.
Fair point. I need a
So-
bell. Ding.
No. You can.
I
Okay,
need a
take-
bell.
we're not cutting the
Yeah.
head off.
Fair point.
I
Fair
mean, we're
point.
not cut- this is just like a back shot where you don't turn. Okay, then my point stands with you could do Kilowog in there. All you got to do is CGI animate that. We've seen this. You don't believe me? Look at 2013's fucking CGI of Krypton. That is beautiful. Like he can make a
But-
Kilowog and make him look real if he wanted to have a lantern.
But the biggest thing that Zack Snyder has brought to the DC universe is his casting choices, even for smaller side characters.
Absolutely.
So if you're gonna pick a Green Lantern, he's gonna want more control over it, even if it's Kilowog, who's a more minor Green Lantern. So the fact of the matter is, Warner Brothers might have talked to him and said, "Hey, we have Ryan Reynolds as Green Lantern. It would be the perfect opportunity to kind of connect those two and maybe bring them together. Would you be interested in having that shot?"
Greg
And-
just finished.
What I'm saying is, to me, Zack Snyder's casting choices when it comes to Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman, Ryan Reynolds as Green Lantern doesn't make any sense for him. And so I think in his mind, he's like, no, if I'm going to put a Green Lantern in there, I'm going to have the casting choice over it. I'm going to pick who it is. So that's maybe why you've got a Batman
So
side
you
of the
think he's
scene.
an egomaniac, huh?
Yes, I do.
I don't necessarily
but
think egomaniac, but
Jeez, shots fired.
yeah, I get that. That's a good point. It's a very good point.
I just think Zack Snyder was very picky, and I mean, he was very pointed about showcasing his casting choices. So, why would you have such an iconic character? Maybe it's one thing in a history scene, like what we get in the movie, kind of, but when you're having actual lines and dialogue involved, that doesn't make any sense for his directing moves.
Sarah, are you going to be disappointed if you don't see a Green Lantern? And if you do, how much do you need to see of it? Like, what will satisfy you with Green Lantern if you need to see it?
I mean, I think if there's like in the history, I mean, I don't know if I necessarily need to see like the character itself, which I mean, I would love to see it because if it's, Justice League, I'm thinking Green Lantern's part of my Justice League.
Yeah.
You have all these characters, and that's why I was like, where's he at to begin with? So, I mean, and I kind of agree with Katie too, because I think Snyder, he's so particular about his vision, and I think that he would be the one that would want to choose who the casting would be. I don't think he'd probably want to just go along just to kind of fill in the blank to tie into another one.
Right.
But I mean, just because he has his book, so he goes through all his steps with all everything. So I just think he'd be more particular. I mean, I don't think it's like ego or anything like that. I just think he's created his vision, and he wants to have control over that vision. So I mean, I think it'd be cool.
Well,
I mean, but either
actually,
way.
Sarah, you bring up a great point. Like going with that line of thought, and even with Katie, like let's look at his casting choices. You've got a Ray Fisher. Literally nobody came from the stage before he cast him in that. You had Jason Momoa, who we had drip, but it was Game of Thrones, but before it really took off. He was Cal, and then he had that Stargate show. The Gal Gadot, literally people just thought she was an underwear model and shit like that. And so like basically what I'm getting at is if he puts a lantern,
Furious before she.
Fast and the Furious. No, come on. Okay, those movies.
Hey, whether you like those movies or not, they're popular. They're popular movies. So.
I will say about Gal Gadot.
I'm not saying that.
Because she was not. Because I'm like Wonder Woman. That is my character.
She wasn't a star. She wasn't a star.
Yeah, okay,
right, exactly. She wasn't a star, but she wasn't
anyway.
You going through Henry Cavill wasn't a star. Look how iconic these people are now. So what I was getting at is if he puts a lantern in his movie, it doesn't have to be a Ryan Reynolds. He's not going for. The only reason why Ben Affleck was Batman is because he saw that vision and he didn't need the name, but in his head it was perfect, and Ben Affleck can carry it. What I'm getting at, I'm saying, so if he gets somebody, it's going to be somebody that we go, what? Like, look at his Rorschach. Like, that wasn't a fucking top billing actor, you know what I'm saying? But look how great that guy was. Patrick, well, you know what I mean? Like, he's going to get the person. So he doesn't go off the beaten path. He doesn't go for the dollar movie star. I don't need your Ryan Gosling. I don't need your Ryan Reynolds. I don't need your big star now, or whoever the big one is now. He's going to go for somebody that goes, like I said, Ray Fisher. He saw this kid's stage performances. And he goes, there's something in him, and he made him the heart of his Justice League movie. He saw something in his stage performance to be enough to put it on his back in this movie. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm getting, he's not going to go. It doesn't have to be Ryan Reynolds. If he wants a lantern in there, he will get Joe Blow that he likes as an actor that he saw in an artsy movie that he saw somewhere and went, holy shit, this kid's got chops. And he's going to bring it. Guy, girl, doesn't matter. Whatever he feels, you know what I'm saying? Whatever he sees that he likes, that's what he'll call. So, like I said, Grace's thing doesn't. The only reason why it would be, like you guys said, the studio's not pushing Ryan Reynolds on him or whatever. That would be only if he went, you know what, I want him because A and Z, A, B, C, all the way to Z.
Well,
so that's my piece on it.
The only way I could see him lightening is just because of the whole, like, Ryan Reynolds got screwed over pretty big time by the studio meddling as well in that movie. Like, that soured his experience in general on everything. And that could be the only reason because of the same thing. But I'm going to be honest with you, I don't care if there's a Green Lantern or not. I'd like for there to be, but I'm not going to go in like any preconceived notions. I learned my lesson with Crisis on Infinite Earth. I will never go in planning or expecting anything because you'll never get over it. You will never get over it. You just can't. I can't go back and watch it. Even now, with new, like, okay, not gonna get into that. It's just me. Okay. But yeah,
Ragnarok for me.
I don't care, and I'm just excited for the movie. And I can. The only other thing I'm going to say is we are.
Greg, we're on in sync here.
Yeah,
we're definitely not talking about this on DC Alliance on Monday, Greg.
Oh yeah,
everyone bring it up in the chat.
This has sparked like a 30-minute conversation. That's why I was like, oh, it's juicy. I want to put, even if it's not anything, it's something to talk about. And even
all right.
I'm hating it.
So we talk about one topic and we need an ad break.
Chris, that's actually perfect because I in my notes, right here, I had an ad break.
This is ad break
right after this.
How long did you think this was going to go on?
Does anybody else want to comment on any of this? I know Chris, no. You haven't said anything. I know it's probably because you don't want to say anything.
Because I think giving her any more attention is unnecessary.
Okay. That's fair.
We're giving her 40 minutes.
Chris is over here playing on Twitter. Let's be real.
That video I just watched that video. That was good.
It was.
Right? Okay, sorry. Anyway.
Joe, do you have anything you want to say?
Joe, your shirt is fire. Your shirt is fire.
Yeah,
I wrote that in chat too. Greg didn't look at the chat. I wrote about 5 messages, and Greg didn't look in the chat at any of them.
Yeah, I know. I just pulled it up.
And I texted you as well.
I know, and then I saw your missed call, and I put you. Dude, I'm operating like 7 different things here right now. Look at this. I'm going back and forth.
I was like, Nathan is a hater.
He's basically mission control.
Yes.
Nathan said,
I'm the guy in the chair.
Yesteryear instead of yesteryear.
Yeah.
There's a couple other things as well that were really funny. Sorry, Nathan. I
thought that was intentional.
That's all right.
I think that was intentional.
I think that was intentional. I was gonna say, but I think it's cute that the fucking Canadian with that accent's trying to get my grammar for how I'm saying stuff.
accents
I'm just kidding.
have nothing
You
to
guys
do with
put extra
grammar.
letters in words, okay? I'm just saying. You guys put extra letters where they don't belong in words. You don't read like that, but they come out like that. But I'm just kidding because I'm the Midwest, and you've heard my nasty ass slang, so we get it.
If my country didn't have the metric system, I would be going throwing stones at anybody. Just to let you know.
Damn it. He's right. But we don't care about no damn
also,
kilometers.
Katie, I said that was my favorite Star Wars Alliance episode too. When you were talking about the Thrawn episode.
The Tom episode?
The Thrawn.
Oh, the Tom? Yeah.
Oh,
we
we
were talking about
by
Tom.
the
We
way,
never said Thrawn.
2 chapters left in treason.
Oh,
Last
yeah.
2 chapters.
Damn,
So it's getting
Greg.
good.
Let's talk about that.
It's
I
getting
meant
good.
time.
Yeah, are we taking a break and then going to something else? Because I'm tired. I am very tired, Grace. Let's move on.
Let's do it. All right, well, let's go ahead and take a real quick ad break.
We were
Folks. We'll
talking
be
Green
right
Lantern.
back. Huh?
Yeah, I love Lantern.
We were talking about the Green Lantern thing for the last 10 minutes.
That was the point, was to talk about the Green Lantern thing. But it never got around to there. So
You're right.
That was the point.
You're
but-
right.
Out of
It's awesome.
everything he could have chosen in the chat, he chose Grace Randolph. Just remember that there was a ton of other stuff. He chose Grace Randolph.
You're right. Blame me. Blame me. All right, here we go. So we'll be right
Black
back. We'll
Lightning's
take a quick
ending,
break.
Greg. You
Huh?
showed
Exactly.
Can
What?
I
Black
take a
Lightning's
break?
ending, and you don't even care.
Huh?
Is it really?
Yeah.
What's that?
Wow, when did that come? Whoa. Okay, David, we're interrupting the break time. You guys can tell me. You can tell me later.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
We
All
are
right,
a
and
mess.
Huh?
We're a mess.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And we're black.
Now, I'll be honest. I haven't actually listened to a lot of SCS.
Uh-huh.
Is this normal? Just
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the most
Yeah.
part, yeah. It's
Yeah.
just
Yes.
kind of us hanging out. Yeah,
This
exactly.
is how we do.
So,
Gotta keep
Perfect.
us.
mhm.
I can see that. I'm trying to
Yeah,
figure out when the
topics
good
and
times to jump in and give a
Anywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
I figured that out real quick.
Yeah.
Just
Just-
kick the door open. We
Structure
don't
is not
care.
really our thing. So, well, let's talk about a little bit more news before we start the movie. Just a little something to touch on Wonder Woman 84. I'm gonna start off with Sarah on this one because I know that's your girl. We're gonna be able to see it on HBO Max and in the theaters now. Apparently,
Yes.
is that the deal?
Yes.
On the 25th.
December 25th.
Which are you
'cause
going
I
to
was-
see it in?
Finally.
I mean,
Are
my theaters are open, so
Okay.
that's like, one. I'm like, I will wear full gear. I don't, but it's kind of one of those things where I can go see it because I told my husband about it. He's like, oh, so I guess we're going to movie theater on Christmas Day. I was like, well, we might have to, and then I can come home and watch it again. So I don't care.
Right.
That's actually
Get it
pretty
right.
cool. Yeah, that is pretty cool.
But, I'm kind of thinking about it too because Wonder Woman would be a good, since the world has changed, and Lord of Mercy, who knows when you can actually have, like, honest to God opening days. This might be a better gauge of how it's going to work because, when you had Tenet, when you had Mulan, I mean, really didn't really have the power, the star power. I would think it was Wonder Woman because she's more known, and plus since the first movie was so, did so well, you might pull more people into it. I mean, it might be a bigger draw for people to go into the theaters.
I think so.
I mean, I didn't go see Tenet, but I mean, I know Katie, didn't you go see it?
Yeah.
So I mean, there's certain
Travis
things that
saw, yeah.
Yeah,
so I mean, it might
wanted
be
to,
certain
never
things.
did.
So it might be, things to see. So if you have it's interesting now that you have the option of going to the theater and or streaming.
Yeah.
So I think this is going to be a gauge to see how well it's going to work, and I think this will be a prime movie because I mean, it's already been moved back since. God, when was it supposed to come back? What, August? Is that when it was supposed to
Before
originally?
that, a long time before that, right? Like
It was
supposed to be
June, was
a
it May or
movie, right?
It was
Yeah,
supposed to come out
no,
November of
before
last
that.
It was
No,
November
it
of
was-
November last
It was
year.
this
Wow.
time last year, right?
Yeah.
It's have more date. It's have more
Everybody
date
just said that
changes.
after
That's
each other.
what I'm saying. It's like I don't even remember. I
Yeah.
just sort of, but hopefully it'll have more bearing
movies.
on, how movies will go in, future. Because 21, you don't really know how what's going to happen. This might be a new norm.
Yeah.
So I think this will be a good movie to try to see, and plus they need to release it. I don't think they can push it back any further. I just don't think it's
I think you're going to start losing interest once. Not interest, but just, I mean, I know for
People
me,
are gonna
like,
keep it.
I just don't pay attention to any kind of Wonder Woman news. When I see it's in theaters or available for me to watch, I watch it. But I'm just tired of it. I've seen Wonder Woman candy
Absolutely.
bars and Dorito bags in the stores
Forever.
for 2 years now. You know,
I've already seen the dolls on the clearance rack.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah,
it's
serious.
terrible.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, we've talked about this before, Greg. Like they had a Revlon collab that I think was scheduled for originally to come out next year, and makeup expires, and so they finally had to release it in like
Yeah.
July or something.
Mm-hmm.
And so all your marketing promos going out the window. This is the best bet, and you're going to gain subscribers for HBO Max at the same
Absolutely.
time. So
Absolutely.
they're not going to
Maybe.
make money.
Maybe.
Ooh, maybe. Why? You don't think it'll? You
Why?
don't
What do
think
you
it's
mean?
enough to pull
What do you
people
say,
in?
Chris?
Speak on
All
it.
the free trial.
I think they removed the free trial.
I'm just
I
saying.
bet you they pull that.
They
Yeah.
should. They need to, because that's the only that's the only way you're at least going to keep them for at least a month.
But are they going to do that for every big movie that comes out if they decide to
great
go
point.
forward like this? Because you can't.
I'm fairly
Yeah.
I'm fairly certain they've already removed the free trial. In fact, let me look it up. But
if
but
they
if they-
haven't, they should.
If they don't, though, are you going to use your free trial for Wonder Woman or Justice League? So
They'll use it for Wonder Woman.
See, I was holding out for
Wonder
Justice
Woman
League, but
is-
guess
is
what?
where
Mine's
the-
gonna
Wonder Woman is
start.
the bigger general audience, though. Wonder Woman is the bigger general audience. So.
No, not even that. 4 episodes of Justice League, so you're only using it for one if it's a week trial.
I'm using mine for
That's
Doom
true.
Patrol.
but if you wait until all 4 are out,
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
But
that's
you
the
all got to remember, again, Nathan said it, Wonder Woman's more general audience appeal than
Right,
Zack Snyder's.
yeah.
She is. She is the bigger draw for the service. If we're saying it like that, because us diehards are going for Snyder. A general audience, like they hear on Christmas, I can go to the
Travis is
movies.
about to
Ooh,
go
where I get
nuts.
this little subscription space, like where you can sit at home. Oh, let's watch it. You know what I
Travis's
mean?
hat's about to
what
blow off his
dude,
head.
I'm getting a private theater and watching it.
Yeah, that'd be.
My-
That's
You
a
got to
great
take a
idea.
picture of that. That's going to be awesome.
Come on, Travis.
Nobody let Travis
Come
talk.
on.
No, don't let him
Idiot.
talk.
No, I'm just saying how we're not thinking about the budget of the movie, and that's probably the reason why they're not going to give it in a free trial is because they
Right.
spent
Right.
actually,
godly
they
amount
have
of
a free trial right now. I was able to like go
They'll
through the
pull
motions
it.
and sign
I'm
up
waiting
for
until
it.
Christmas
Pull
Eve to
it.
sign up for it.
They only announced
yeah.
this yesterday or 2
That's
days
if
ago.
they
so.
keep it, Greg. That's if
No,
they
I'm just
keep
kidding. I'm gonna have it. If I'm able to view One Woman by HBO by the time Christmas comes around, that'll be my reason to go ahead and start my HBO Max
But
account.
here,
Like, I'm
here's
going
the
to,
thing.
but that'll be my
Just
reason to
start-
start it.
But here's the thing I want to say about that. If there is a free trial, okay, great. All right, not the smartest move, but all right.
Okay.
However, if again you want more things like this, you have to stick with it.
Right.
But on the flip side of that, they have to offer and continue to try to entice people to stay. And as Katie brought up, marketing has been a complete nightmare and dropped the
atrocious.
ball of HBO Max.
Mhm.
And so they have to find a way. If they want to keep people beyond seeing Wonder Woman 2 or 3 times, they have to market what else do they have for the mainstream that don't, again, compare brand recognition. Disney Plus versus HBO Max.
Yeah.
International U.S.
Well,
too.
That's what I was going to ask
Yeah,
you, Travis. How do you get to watch this? Do you have to go to the theaters, or you get
Month
to
before, or
stream
week before.
that?
No, it's not, Joe. Unfortunately, any other time. I thought that as well. That's what it
Uh-huh.
was. Then I read an article today that Snell shared with me that apparently we're lumped in with you guys, except the fact that we don't get it on our streaming service that have to deal with it here.
Oh, shit, I'm sorry.
So we
You
it's a
have
double
to go to the theater.
in which I will be driving. Unfortunately, this Christmas is going to be super different because my younger brother is stuck in another province and can't get home. So it's only going to be me and my parents. So after Christmas dinner, I'm going to slog in the car and drive 3 hours to watch Wonder Woman and then drive back.
Wow.
You want me to
that's
swim
Worth it,
over and
right?
keep you
Totally
company?
worth it.
I need to watch it. And there won't be many people in the theater. I watched Tenet and there was 10 people in the theater, so I'm pretty confident that.
Well,
Yeah, the only way to convince my brother to come is if I got a private theater. So
yeah.
Well, Joe, I would. Where are you two, if you don't mind me asking? Like,
I'm in Indiana. I'm Midwest as well. Fort Wayne.
Yeah.
Shit, you ain't that far away, bro. I mean, I'm right
Yeah,
here.
I've been there a few
There
times.
you go.
State high five.
Everybody else is
Like,
in
I heard
North
I'm right
Carolina,
on the edge.
Canada.
I'm on the border. I'm on the side that's right by
North
Indiana. I'm
South
on the
Carolina.
border,
Oh,
baby.
snap!
You can't
Yeah,
be
you're
that
a
far
couple hours away.
Yeah.
I'm in South Carolina, Greg.
I know, that's why I forgot that I was in North or South Carolina. It's either North or South Carolina and Canada. Now we have two Midwesterners here. So there we go.
So, and a couple people have said that they're kind of using this. I mean, Warner Brothers has a lot of movies kind of in their back pocket that they're waiting on. Disney Plus, you've got Soul coming out Christmas Day, and then you've got WandaVision coming out in January. So
wait.
Warner Brothers kind of
He's
needs
drinking
people
nothing.
to to get onto HBO Max. But the other thing is that there's a lot of people who have access to HBO Max that were I think it was HBO Go that they kind of replaced it with, or HBO Now, whatever.
Yeah.
And
I
they
just had
haven't
both, yeah.
replaced their subscription with HBO Max because you had to start a new account. So you've got a lot of potential, and you're going to get subscribers because people are going to be like, wait, didn't I have HBO?
You actually didn't have to do a new account. But
Yeah, you didn't.
my girlfriend has.
I had to do a new account.
Did you?
Oh.
See, we had HBO Now, and all we had to do was just update the app, and it turned to HBO Max, and everything was the same. Everything was just rolled over for us.
Well,
So that's
but
interesting. That's very
they've
interesting.
they've actually looked at the numbers. A couple reporters have, and there's like probably 5 or 10 million people who haven't done the
Oh, yeah,
switchover.
There's a lot.
So that's also going to be the way to get people, because okay, if you see the trailers now, it has in theaters or on HBO Max
What
starting
are you
Christmas
drinking,
Day,
Greg?
and people are going to be like, oh, I've got. Wait,
think.
don't I have
Yeah,
HBO?
wow.
And then go find it and
Yeah.
go get registered, and that's
And
going to also
realize.
up your subscriber count.
Oh, yeah.
It's also going to be
Very
one heck
true.
of a test for their system if they can handle basically what'll be 10 times a Game of Thrones event.
Right. Well, and for me, like I said,
Well,
I'm not on HBO Max right now. I know that I'm going
Wait.
to.
What do you mean 10 times more than a Game of Thrones? What do you mean? Clarify for.
Because people actually want to see this. Game of Thrones sucked in season 8.
Okay.
But that was still the biggest. That was still the biggest show. You can think
Just
what you
say no,
want. It's
Nate.
still
I
the biggest
watched
show.
it.
Like,
I know,
think
we
what's
just
more
struck
in the
a
most.
nerve.
I know, in the most coordinated. Like,
Hey.
I'm just
We're
saying, like,
never
you're gonna have to
gonna
get a
get
lot
the
of people
Black
together.
Special.
We're gonna have to get a lot of people
can
together
I
to
get a
get the
chance to
thing. You
respond?
know.
I know we just struck a nerve, Nathan, but
Sorry.
your same argument earlier, Wonder Woman caters to a bigger crowd than Game of Thrones does. So
Bullshit. Not general audience. Game of
I'm
Thrones is the
waiting.
you
biggest
think
series in the
8-year-old little
fucking
girls are watching Game
world.
of Thrones?
I hope not. I ain't let
Oh,
my
God,
daughter watch
no.
that.
There's more-
Caters
there's
to
more-
a bigger
I'm
crowd
just-
than Game of Thrones
I'm
does,
just,
so.
I'm just saying. But the people. I'm not saying maybe it's on par. I'm just
Struck
saying like they're
a
gonna have to
nerve.
do a lot. The reason why people, so many people had HBO now, and all, like Katie was talking, like you had to upgrade or what, they had it because Game of Thrones was the biggest thing in the world. Wonder Woman has come and gone, and has come and gone. The marketing has come and gone. This is not the biggest thing in the world. When season 8 came out, it was the biggest show globally, as in the fucking world globe. Wonder Woman is not going to be that. It's been pushed back so many times. I hate to say that. And I'm there with you guys. Me, day one. Woo! I'm there with you. But I'm just saying it's not going to be a global. Like, it's not people. People haven't been going, give me Wonder Woman. Like, they might have done that a year ago, and then it got pushed back, and then it got pushed back, and then it got pushed back, and again and again and again. The excitement level's not there. So I'm saying it's not on par with Game of Thrones, and I hate to say that.
However, if they do this right,
They've got a month.
they have a month of marketing. It is the biggest movie that has gone to video on demand,
That's
basically
true.
streaming, and
That's
in
true.
theaters at that point. It's the first major one. I don't,
no,
right now
Bill
you can't,
Ted
as
was
I
pretty
said before, you can't compare Mulan to Black Widow. You can't compare
No.
Mulan to
No.
Wonder
No, you
Woman.
can't. You're right.
So the difference
No.
I would say in comparison to Game of Thrones is that Game of Thrones, it all came out at one time, at a single time when everyone can tune in. This one will probably drop
That's true.
at like in the middle of the night, and you'll have a whole day. But it still will test. It'll be their biggest test of their services for that
Absolutely.
day.
Yeah.
And you're right, because that could be a family. If you get all done with Christmas, that's still a family movie. When you're done with the runaround or the family dinners or whatever, like that makes it will come in. But I'm just saying, like, You know what I'm saying? Like Chris, bring up great points, but I just mean like it's going to be the biggest test for HBO Max. Absolutely, there's no question about that. It's going to be the biggest pearl that oyster is going to have to offer, and it will draw stuff. But I was just saying, like we can't right now. That's comparing apples to oranges. They're not the same. Now, like you said, they've got a month to make this marketing. It could get to the same, but right now they're not even the same league. But we have a month, like Chris said, if they do it right, because everybody's been at home, it could absolutely be on par with that. But how much more advertisement are you going to pay for when you booted this fucking movie and advertised how many times? You know what I'm saying?
But what you're also looking at is this is the first superhero film in over a year at this point.
Absolutely.
So the other, like, and you had people who were, like, we've lived on superhero movies since 2009.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Discussing Film did it. Like, this is the first year without a Marvel movie film in it. So, at this point, you've got people who were into superhero films and who were living for it every 3 months or something. They're craving something.
And, you know, I was interested, too, because I'm thinking, what would have happened if, you know, when COVID hit at the time Endgame was supposed to come out?
Oh, God.
You know what I mean?
So, how terrible.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is...
Brent Clark would still be crying right now. He would still be crying. He would have flew to China to pirate this thing somehow. It would have been pirated.
Well,
but
course,
my point
is...
But my point is, I mean, this is, like I said, this is going to be a gauge to see how well, you know, with a superhero movie coming out, because you're putting on two different platforms, in person versus, you know, in home. So this is, you know, regardless of what HBO Max can handle, you know, with subscriptions and all this kind of stuff, and it's going to be the whole full board because you're putting on two different platforms. So
guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Our first network-wide call in to talk about this show. I mean, talk about this movie. Our first major movie for the network.
Yep.
Very good point.
Yeah.
Good point. All right, so just two questions I wanted to ask real briefly, and then we'll wrap up some Wonder Woman stuff.
Briefly.
If you're an HBO Max
we're not even going to watch the movie at this point. We're just
cutting the rest of the news. I'm cutting the last
movie.
We got like 20 more
stars
to chase.
It's going to be pushed off at this point.
We're
just going to keep shooting the shit.
If you're an HBO Max subscriber, do you automatically get to watch it, or do you have to pay extra to watch it when it comes out?
Automatically get to watch it.
Automatically.
That was something that was funny in the trailer. Free for subscribers.
Okay.
Or at no additional cost to subscribers.
You know, I'm not going to go on the second one because it's going to cause a whole another. Sorry?
Shots.
No, come on, Greg. Let's hear it.
Greg.
Let's hear it. Let's just tear each other apart.
Do y'all think it's going to be a success?
Yes.
Yes. That's a resounding yes from everybody.
In the end, will Wonder Woman come up in the positive? Will it make money?
No.
The positive?
No.
Oh my God.
Not going to lose money.
Okay.
No. Too many marketing campaigns. And like Katie said, but too many like failed ventures that were going to go together. Like she said, what was the makeup thing that they lost or didn't do already or missed out on? Yeah, it's too much.
It was like after the fact. like my kid, she dressed as the Golden Wonder Woman. Nobody knew who the hell she was. Mm-hmm. I mean, you know, it's like
really?
I know. It's like if I'd gone out dressed as Cheetah, they'd look like, "What's wrong with this lady? Why is she dressed like a cat? What the hell?" You know what I mean?
I'm an adult. I can look what I want. You got a problem with it?
Exactly. I'm like, you know what? But it's
this
like
is my true life.
So I mean, it's
right.
It you know, it doesn't make sense. You have all this stuff, but you know, like me, somebody that kind of lives and breathes it. Yeah, I get it, but then you know, just like I said, the general audience, you know, they're not going to fall in all the marketing stuff because I mean, it's got to be in their face right then as the movie comes out.
Right.
Yeah.
So a lot of this has been, I mean, it's kind of over and done with.
I think your biggest issue that you're going to run into is that this is going to cost. I don't think HBO Max is prepared for the amount of downloads or watches that they're going to get Christmas Day.
Yes.
So you're going to have problems the first couple days, I would say. I mean,
that'll be a film. Me and my wife and my son. That'll be the one we wind down Christmas Day. Like that'll be our film for sure. Like Christmas night when I'm getting home and the presents are done, we're done with the shit. Like that'll be what we watch, guaranteed.
Nope.
Well,
that'll be my first.
After I get home from the theater.
Yeah.
I mean, you're
Yeah. See, I won't be
Probably
getting
the
to do
same,
that.
Sarah.
Katie, go for
Yeah.
it.
Same.
your thing is the second episode of The Mandalorian, because when everything first came out, it was kind of all there and they were prepared for that. The second episode of The Mandalorian on Disney Plus caused major issues with like downloads and everyone trying to watch it all at once. And so like Disney Plus had to learn the same exact thing from that. And I mean, HBO Max up to this point has had maybe Lovecraft Country, but also Lovecraft Country was being watched every Sunday night on either the HBO channel or the next day on the HBO Max app.
Right.
But most people were watching it
Cable
Sunday.
shit.
Well, and
So
I'm wondering if based on that they've learned. I mean, you can learn from your opponent's mistakes, I suppose, with what's going on with Disney Plus. You don't
This
think
is
they've learned
different.
from that?
They know what's going to happen, but it's a question of whether
Whether they're
they
prepared
are
for it.
ready for
Are they
what's going to happen.
prepared enough?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, here's what I'm going to do to prevent that. That's going to be my Christmas present to myself first thing in the morning. I'm going to wake up before I get the
You
kids up, open
cheat.
presents
You cheat,
early,
man.
and I'm going to watch Wonder Woman laying down in bed on Disney Plus, on HBO Max, and then I'm going to get up and do presents and stuff with the kids, and then I'll probably go see it later on that evening in theaters. So
I'm going to try and get Matt to watch it Christmas Eve. Like, we're going to stay up and watch it. I think.
oh, there you go. That's a great idea.
I will never get Erin to watch it, like stay up that late. She'll be passed out.
Yeah.
And say, we're watching
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
No, I could get my wife. I'll be the one passed out. I'll be trying to stay. She'd be ready for it. I'll be all there.
But again, this is again, a lot of us wanted this to happen, and I'll be the first one to say I didn't see it, but wanted it, and say that at some point they're going to have to, because I thought the studios were just going to be so focused on trying to get into theaters. This was a huge move. If you read Killar's statement about why they did it, it's very matter of fact. He acknowledges what the risks are. He acknowledges it, but he's probably been one of the best things for Warner Brothers and Warner Media, or whatever we're calling it now.
Warner Media, Warner Max.
Yeah.
But once,
WATTB.
And
You know what I'm
he
saying?
even says, again, we are watching this. We're going to watch what theaters do. We don't expect it to obviously perform the way it was going to. We're going to watch the analytics of what it is and then make a decision moving forward. Patty Jenkins has said, we are going to do everything possible to keep this in theaters as long as possible. Not necessarily for the bottom line, but to get this in the eyes of the fans and for the people at that point.
Well,
So
and
again,
You guys remember how I started this episode? Keep it in the theaters just in time for them spikes. Whoop, whoop. Get ready for it, fellas. Them theaters will be shut down. Unfortunately, I hate to say that. I don't want to be the Debbie Downer, but get ready for it. When these spikes come up, I'll be hoping that there are still theaters that are open to be able to do this. But if not, I'm watching it on HBO Max. But I'm just saying, like, that's a real life statistic we got to factor in.
But the point is, you have the
especially with
option of
shit's
either
going
or.
now.
Yeah, the
For
point
now.
is you have the
The
option.
fact you have
For
the
now,
option, that's the big thing.
Thanksgiving, but until the Thanksgiving spike, what if, let's just say, for the shits and giggles, we know that being in theaters is a big part of this. What happens, let's just say Thanksgiving comes and across America there is an outrageous spike, and I mean across America, and they start shutting down the theaters that are barely holding on are still holding on. But what if they have to shut down and this doesn't go? Does that stop HBO Max from showing it because the theater was a big part? So you think the ball is already too far down? Okay,
bell's
so it's
rung.
already too far. No matter what.
The
theater shut down. We're
they
still
will
getting
take
it on
it more
HBO.
on the chin if they
Okay.
back off. This is not an option.
Then good. I'm ready for it. Let's go.
Yeah, Nathan, I'm thinking the same thing too, because I'm looking forward to sitting in the theater, but then there is that chance that it won't happen. So
Right.
Well, and the way they
going to a theater until a vaccine's out. No chance. Absolutely.
Okay.
the way they got
Right.
theatrical chains to The
Very
way they
good.
got theatrical chains to agree to this is they offered theaters a higher percentage profit on the split of the ticket sales. So theaters are getting more of a percentage, whereas I think theaters typically get like 20 to 30%. I think they're getting closer on an even split. So
That makes sense. There's got to be a way to fix it. Somebody's got to lose some money somewhere.
Oh,
Money
it's
will be lost.
HBO,
Money will be lost.
Warner's taking the hit. Yeah, the fuck movie theaters. Everybody's losing money on this. Basically, everybody. Besides the actors, they would already pay.
But again, they have to make a move first to do it to see what they do.
Yes.
They're going to learn from
Yeah.
this. Is it going to be perfect? No. Are they going to make exactly what? No. They know all that already.
Yep.
They're going to see what this is like, doing it like this, and then okay, the next one because again, I'm confident there will be a next one. Don't tell me that Disney Plus is saying whatever they're saying, like our things are in a theater. Sure, Jan, they are watching exactly how this goes, and they have until May to make a call. And they are watching and going to learn from the mistakes and the successes of this to make a call. I guarantee you that.
Well, and I feel like they need to get the product out there too. I mean, how long can you sit on a film?
And that's what we talked about previously. You can't keep making films and then letting it sit.
Exactly. I mean, you got to get it out there. So, I mean, this is, like I said, it's almost like an experiment to see what's going to happen. It's almost like the variable or just to see how everything's going to go. So we'll see. I don't care. I'm just happy. It's going to be out there.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get the standard out there.
Just one more thing to add, Greg, real fast.
Yeah, good.
Patty Jenkins did state a couple people asked about getting theaters or doing private showings. And Patty Jenkins says Warner Brothers is working on a plan to do grants for people to apply to and get like private screenings for people in your bubble. So if you want to see it in a theater and have that option to do so, regardless of spikes or whatever, there should be that option coming down the line soon. And she said that more information would be published about that. But their goal all along was to get people to see this in the theaters. So if Warner Brothers can take a smaller hit on getting people to see it in theaters and work with theater chains to make that happen, I think that's a great option for Warner Brothers to do. So just keep an eye on that. If you're looking for that, you'd rent the whole theater basically at that point.
I'm actually thinking about doing that seriously, like renting the theater out and just having all my friends come, because the only theaters I have around me are major theaters.
Yeah.
Like all the small ones have closed.
How many,
so they're
Joe?
huge.
20. 20. Yeah. Because I literally went to the theater today and asked them what is possible. They're like, well, we won't know it officially till like the beginning of December, but yes, we should be showing Wonder Woman on Christmas Day. I'm like, put me down. I'll come back on the 2nd or the 3rd, whatever. I'll be there. Let me know. I'll pay you right there and then. The price they quoted me was like $200 to rent a theater, which I don't know if that's actually right.
Yeah,
That is
because I was thinking
very
it was like
much.
$300 or $350, which
They're not making anything right now, so anything's better than nothing.
anything, right? Anything's better.
If you could still rent it for $200, dude, I'd rather for myself and go watch it by myself.
Right.
I've got like at least 10 people that I know will guarantee come with me, so I'll make some money back, which is fine. But we're going to do the private. If I can do the private theater, I'll do the private theater.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do too. I'm trying to do a work pool where if it's like $300, I say, okay, everybody wants to come, put in, this amount of money, however many people want to go, we'll split the money up, and we'll, it won't be much. It'd be if you got if it's $300,
you get 20 people. That's $10 a piece.
Exactly.
Yeah, but like
it's less
10
than a movie
people in
ticket.
North Carolina.
Yeah.
Like 10 people.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm definitely down, man. I want to do that,
Guys, I'm gonna be sitting on my couch with my like spot, that I'm gonna sink into, and I'm gonna see Wonder Woman F Cheetah up on my screen right there. If I want to pause to go pee, I can pause it. If I want to go fill my drink up,
I'm gonna be able to do that
rewind
too.
it.
I'm gonna be able to do that too, buddy.
Make my own popcorn. Got my own nachos.
Yeah.
See, Chris, exactly.
Hey, you know what?
It's
Nathan?
gonna be my spot. Like it's got my butt mark there. Like you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Your butt
Everybody's
print.
got that spot where you sit down and you go, oh yeah, like that's your spot. And then I'm gonna watch it on my TV, and it's gonna be fabulous.
You know what? Like Sarah says, I'm gonna be able to do that after I get back home from the theaters. Because
Exactly.
for me, going to the movies is an experience. Like I miss going to the movies so badly, and I didn't think that I would as much as I do. But I love going to the movie theater, and it's an experience that I miss so badly. So if I have the opportunity to go do it and see a movie that I love, I'm definitely going to see it in theaters. Like I said, I may still watch it before I see it in theaters, but I have the option to do that. That's the best part.
I think it's a guarantee.
Yeah.
Huh?
I think it's a guarantee you will watch it beforehand.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
It probably is.
It's not a may, it's a will.
That just came to my mind. I thought of that just now. So, but, all right, y'all. Let's stop.
Movie time.
Movie time. Yes, we have no story.
what?
We were going to talk a little bit of Star Wars stuff, but I'm going to save that for Star Wars Alliance podcast because we have gone way longer with these two stories than I thought we would, or 2 topics. Let's say stories. But before we start the
DC.
movie, let's take a break. Last one. We'll do the whole movie, so we don't have to have a break in the movie. Once again, ads for the podcast, keeps the lights on. Volume can get a little loud. Just be careful, but we'll be right back.
Okay, wait. I really have to go to the bathroom.
You're good. We won't start
We're
the movie
live,
without
but that's
you.
cool.
Yeah, we're live.
Sure,
Exactly.
sure.
We won't start the movie without you.
Sure.
Could have just said you had to go.
But we are back
Yeah.
from break.
Mhm.
Start off right there.
Oh, Katie, we can hear you. Close the door.
So we're
On
back.
that
Folks,
note,
we're
on
going
that
to.
note,
Huh?
Travis is out.
I think I'm going to
Peace
leave.
out.
Yeah.
Leaving movies.
You don't do
It's
movies.
It's very close to 12:30 here, so
Oh,
He's like a
come
fart
on,
to
man.
win, guys. He gone.
Champion. It's not like you played a game of hockey today or anything. You can't be
I know,
tired.
Travis.
right? I mean,
You know?
We gotta-
Travis.
you just skate around a little bit.
Before you go,
Yeah.
I finally finished all Dragon Ball Super, and let me tell you, there was some cool shit in that. And I know you're the only person, and I know we've talked about before that we need to
I
get
told
on
you.
Superhero Discussions and
Yeah.
have a Dragon Ball Z conversation because that was my jam growing up, and I could definitely rewatch and go over that or
I
just
have
talk
one
about it.
story about that before I leave.
Yeah.
Is that
Okay.
I watched that growing up, and where I grew up, if you said that you watched that, you were hanging up by the fence by your underwear. So I never told anybody that. It was things I never said. So fast forward to when I'm 28. I'm playing on a softball team, and we're playing like highly competitive softball. So we're in break between games, and one of the 10 guys is talking and says, "Does anybody else here love Dragon Ball Z? I loved it growing up, and I love to talk about it." And I was just about to jump in, and then basically the rest of the 8 people were ripping him mercilessly. And I always felt bad.
You
because
joined in,
I-
didn't you?
No, I
You
didn't
were
join
ripping
in,
him?
but
Yeah.
I just, Greg, I
You
slid right out of
It was
his
like, F this guy, you're a loser.
I spacewalked backwards and walked way out of the conversation, just walked on away, and I always felt bad because I should have been in and said, "I like it too. What are you guys talking about? Just leave us alone." But instead, I just
about that.
he got destroyed.
Yeah.
And you know what the worst thing was? I told him later that I love it too.
Oh,
I'm
you
just saying.
should have said
And he was
that.
like, "Why'd you do that, man?" So
Travis just stood there and watched him burn. And
Yeah.
just like, well, sorry, guys.
So I mean,
Standing
maybe
right
I-
next to a fire extinguisher and couldn't even pick it up. He just like,
Maybe
"Oh,
I
I'm
don't-
Sorry,
maybe
buddy."
Maybe I got as much integrity as Grace then, but that was
Oh,
that,
damn!
No,
Don't
no,
hate.
no,
Come
no,
on,
no,
Eric.
no, no, no,
Don't do
no.
that.
Not wrong.
Don't do
Travis!
that. Mhm.
All right, buddy. Well, you gotta get out of here. I get it, man. Where can they find you at?
Yeah.
Travis
By the way,
underscore
price.
156 and anywhere on Geek Ultimate Alliance. And
Mhm.
patrons, myself and Snell did a little Canadian edition that just dropped. That was really
Oh.
fun. Check that out.
Is it like ham? Is it really ham? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I'll say, is it like Canadian bacon, where it's not really bacon,
Right.
but
Don't have
it's,
that.
It's
I just
not
have
really
regular
bacon.
it's not
just
really
ham.
a podcast. It's just kind of, yeah, I got you.
We have all bacon. Whatever.
We have regular bacon.
Hey, thanks, man. I'll talk to you later, buddy.
I tried it.
See you, buddy.
All right, so check
I
it
would just
out.
like
We're
to
back.
state that I will not fall asleep during the Star Wars commentary.
We'll see.
Are you sure?
We'll see. You know why you won't fall
Please
asleep?
don't.
Because before when we did that, we weren't on video chat. So now I can see you falling asleep. So if I do, I'm just like, Katie!
That was hilarious. Like you can hear later. Whoa, what was that?
She's come back. Y'all, if you haven't heard this, y'all, we've been doing STS for a while. We did some Star Wars podcasts, Star Wars commentaries. Go back and listen to our old shows. Good stuff. Really fun time.
I remember listening to that too, and I hear this, Katie there?
And I come back in and watch like 30 seconds, and I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah, guys,
That's great. See that asteroid there? Yeah, they went right by potato. That's potato. Yeah. All right. Well, check it out. We're going to do the Star Wars Lego Holiday Special. We're going to do a watch along. It's not a long movie. It's only 45 minutes, so we'll get that started. I think we're all watching on Disney Plus because it's the only way you can watch it right now, right?
Sure.
There's no other way.
And this is a precursor to next month's watch along of the Star Wars original holiday special.
Yeah.
Holiday special
Exactly.
with
So,
B. Arthur. What's up? Show some respect.
you
Oh, yeah.
Arthur's in it? Wow.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
I've never seen it.
Never seen it either.
I haven't either.
The
Oh,
cinematic
yeah.
classic.
And I haven't seen
about
this
it.
one.
Cinematic classic.
I don't know who's watched this one yet, but I haven't seen this one. So this is the first viewing for me.
I haven't seen it either.
Okay.
I did see
Nope,
it.
haven't
I watched
seen
that at work today.
Nice.
I watched
you.
it. I watched it with the kids. I think like
Me too.
Tuesday night or something like that.
Okay. Cool. So we got about
Me
half and
and-
half then. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, check
me
it out,
and
so-
Jamie and the boys sat down and watched it with the first day it came out Tuesday. It was nice.
Nice.
All right, we'll check it out. Like I said, we're doing Disney Plus. Everybody's got their streams up. I think everybody. Let me know when you're ready. I'm at the 0.00000 mark.
Fuck
Same.
Me too.
Oh,
Trying
you're
to.
0.000. Okay, hang on. Let me get back.
Like
Okay.
dead center, sir.
Like at the very
Wait,
beginning.
wait.
Start point.
Okay, I'm at 0. Does it say Disney? Is that what the
Yes.
0,
No, it
0
didn't say.
is?
It said
Or it does
black
it
screen for
little-
me. At
Mine
0.000.
says Disney.
Mine says
Oh,
Disney.
That says Disney.
Mine says 000 with Disney.
Y'all suck.
Mine too. Yeah, Greg, what's up? Good with the program.
Anyway, I'm at 0.000.
Mhm.
Oh god, it just went to the straight end. What a terrible movie this was.
Well, as always with our movie watch-alongs, or
Created by George Lucas. What the heck?
Yeah.
as always with our movie watch-alongs, Nathan, you'll be our starting man. Just let us know when to go, and we're gonna play. So everybody, get ready.
I'm gonna
0.000. Nathan,
count it
just count
down, and I'll say punch it when I'm ready, fellas and ladies. So if everybody's ready, I'll count it down and we'll go. 3, 2, 1, punch it.
Internet goes down.
Turn my volume down. Oh, no.
Error. The heck's Kylo Ren already on the screen for?
Oh, you say you didn't watch it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just assuming
like-
at this point.
I like how their little intro with this one, they did the Lego thing, like in The Mandalorian, it shows all the helmets and stuff, and it's real, and that was the Lego version.
Yeah.
That was cute.
Did you know that there's Lego, like the books you can get, like the Ultimate Star Wars guides, like the
Destroyed
visual
the first
dictionary. There's
order.
one for all the Lego movies and series too.
It's at my house. They're
I
in my,
had no
they're in my
idea
boy's
about
room
that.
upstairs. That's how he knows everything.
With freedom
They're damn
restored.
That's
Legos.
awesome.
Life Day
It's
will
crazy.
Once again be
That's
celebrated.
awesome.
That's my kid.
Is that
I am
yours?
so. Can I say I'm so excited when that
A friendship.
Lego Star Wars Skywalker saga comes out?
Dude, so,
Mhm.
okay, so
Yeah,
after
That game is gonna be awesome.
if some of okay, well, there's a couple scenes where Rey and I mean, if you've seen the trailer, you kind of know Rey and Vader are fighting. If they are not in the background of that game just randomly, I'll be kind of mad. Just saying.
Yeah.
It's all right, Finn. I believe in you. Just
Clever
concentrate.
boy.
Also, this definitely canonizes the fact that Finn has
Force sensitive.
Yeah, you're right. It does.
Does
Be
it?
mindful of
I
mean,
Because they kind of treat it like a joke.
It's not something you can just train somebody to do and they can learn how to do it. Like,
No, but I
why would
to
you
use
train
Force
him?
right?
Why would you
Something
train
they
him
kinda
at
take a
all
little
if he's
bit
not
of-
at least a little force sensitive?
I sense
You gotta
it.
use the Force.
Remember, a Jedi.
must let go.
That's not how the Force works.
That's not how any of this works. I'm out of whiskey. I'm gonna grab a beer.
I love to have the forge though.
I like that head movement.
it's Legos. I mean, then
Yep.
scoop-
Oh, come on!
Yep.
I don't understand. This is everything I'm supposed to be doing.
Oh, Ray.
I'm ready to become a Jedi?
Hand me the lightsaber.
Whoa, bud.
Guess not.
One step at a
What?
My
time.
texts say that when we travel down a wrong path, we must search for another.
A wood lightsaber. Seriously.
No, a new path.
Well, it's called a stick, actually, but you know.
I've got
You got
a
Splinter.
Sure.
just not
I
licensed.
like how you just cut it right back in.
And that's
cut it
not how
in half, it just goes
electronics
right
work.
back together.
What am I doing wrong?
Lightsabers
This is
down,
this
you
universe.
two. We've got a
This-
life day party
That
to set
sweater.
up.
Oh my gosh.
The entire family is coming.
Is that supposed to
If
be
one thing love is-
Poe there?
Well, it's
Yes.
things off things, but if there's two things they love,
Really?
arm ripping
Because
and murder. Finn, can I put you down?
Oscar Isaac needs to like call somebody and be like, "What the hell happened to
I
me?
need
'Cause
a
I look
break."
busted and it looks like that does not look like Poe."
He doesn't care anymore. He's Moon Knight.
Yeah, exactly.
This is very true.
I said they all don't care. They've all moved on.
Yes.
Unsatisfied with her teaching, Rey was. To the
I
Jedi.
like how Yoda's the
She
narrator.
went for answers.
Look, I like how this even makes fun of. I like how this makes fun of the Last Jedi. She's like, oh, everything that Luke sucks. He didn't want anything. But she's got these books. Like that was supposed to be the saving grace of like, oh no, she's got these books. I don't know. That's just the way I interpret it. I know I got my own issues with that movie.
I'm pretty sure it was going to be important, and then Rise of Skywalker happened, and just ruined everything. Sorry, that's my big
shit. Last Jedi is the one that. Okay, whatever. We're supposed
no, I don't
know. Special Legos.
Let's not get on that. Sounds like that.
Really want to be honest, I'll start with Phantom Menace.
No.
Now, hold on. I can appreciate those more because of the novels. Just the novelization of the
prequels is fantastic.
It's amazing.
Oh no, I just wanted to say what I wanted to say just to stir up controversy. I really don't care.
Hey, I love the Phantom Menace. You're never gonna not get that little boy or that young guy that saw Darth Maul light both ends of that that saber for the first time. Like, I remember. I'll never forget that. I love it every time I see it now.
Put the book down.
Never mind a 10-year-old, takes down the fucking droid command center or whatever. So whatever, we'll go with it. Okay.
I have to go now.
Natalie Portman. Enough said, guys. Enough said.
But I'm sure one of you can make the tip yip.
And it's Life Day, Chewie. Come on.
It's not about the tip yet.
God, we gotta have a party. Come on.
About the tip yet.
So they're basically equating Life Day to Ohana.
I won't miss the party.
Look, Rose Tico's doing more in this than she did in the entire sequel trilogy.
And that's
sad.
Too, buddy.
I'm kidding. God,
That's a lot of PBR.
He ain't trying to run back there. Greg's got like 4 beers. He's like, yeah, I ain't going back for shit.
Already miss him too.
Here we go.
The mobile hairdryer misses its friend.
Stupid.
I know, right?
After like 1 second away, yeah.
Generals don't cry.
Eating my $54 chicken minis.
You're secretly enjoying it.
I have a
You better eat that chicken to be happy.
We're going to put on the greatest life.
Dude, I got Panda Express yesterday, and it made like 3 meals. And that was only like $36.
Tip yip.
Oh, I told my girl I was
Well,
going to let her eat all this. Eat all of this.
I will
Been
take,
like
I
Little
will take a
Fucking House
Popeye's
on the
chicken
Prairie,
sandwich
man.
over Chick-fil-A. I will take Popeye's over Chicken
Agreed.
sandwich. That Popeye's chicken sandwich, I understand why people fighting each other.
Thank you so much.
So you are leaving
Oh
because
my
of me,
right?
right?
Now they're really making fun of the portrayal of Finn. You're leaving because of me, right?
No, but you are. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, will it make you feel better? Yes.
But difficult to find the temple line.
Man, so next week's episode of Mando. What's up? Can't wait to see that shit. But I ain't saying nothing about it now. But like, man, I'm really having a hard time keeping my nerd thing in my pants. To be honest with you, that shit it's gonna be a long week.
Unintended.
Why? I said nothing's gonna happen. It's fine.
Yes.
It's not important.
But nothing.
Nothing's gonna happen.
I think we found it.
So is that Rey flying an X-Wing?
Yes.
Yes. Luke's X-Wing. Let's get it clear, because she steals every goddamn thing she has. I mean, wait, what?
Steals
No,
everything
Katie,
she has.
found
Yeah.
it.
She's
Found
different turn.
Yeah.
I knew she'd snap her head up when I said that.
Hey, I'm paying attention. We have a podcast to do on this on Monday.
I know. I'm paying attention. I remember it.
That kind of looks almost like the Ilum
Yeah.
temple.
It does.
I want to get that tattooed on me somewhere.
The
What?
new
That symbol right there, yeah. And the rebel.
Right on your lower back.
There you go. Have the Imperial symbol right
Tramp
next to
stamp
it.
it. Yeah. Tramp stamp. Pretend like you're back in 1999 and you're like a teenage girl with your thong up. Yeah, Greg, get in there and get it.
This
Right
has
in your
got to
lower
be the
back.
key. What does it open? With the key to the galaxy.
Yeah.
What is it?
Oh, BB-8.
Tramp stamps. Jesus.
Oh. Oh, they opened a Stargate. Sweet.
Yes. Yes. Except you don't even have to use the dial
I mean, she
anymore.
was doing
They
the
got you on
motion.
speed dial now. You don't even have to use the keys.
She was doing the motion that Doctor Strange did, so
Right.
Hey,
Portals.
I think more portals that way.
The first
Hey, that where
Stargate
we get-
movie was the shit. I love the first
Oh,
Stargate
dude,
movie.
did you watch
come
the
on,
other
it's James
Absolutely.
Spader. It's always going to be good.
James
Yeah.
Spader, yes.
Like,
Did you watch the other two that
No.
were using the TV cast?
no, never had.
No.
Dude, they were good.
Were they?
The
Yeah.
third one was good.
Okay.
The second one was kind
Oh, the best.
I didn't even
the
know
best,
they did
right?
those.
I know they did a
of
show. I heard it
after
wasn't good.
SG1 finished up. I think I got them over here
Yeah.
somewhere.
It was Stargate After Dark. So I'm just saying, I see, I know what you're in for.
Ray doesn't know the idea of sneaking and being slightly quiet. I'm surprised no one's noticed her.
Just wait.
She's
Uh,
the loudest, most
quiet,
clumsiest.
Spoilers?
Jedi.
Sorry.
Hey!
my bad.
Shush.
Hey, Yoda's the
really
same
weird.
size as Luke. Anyone have a problem with that?
I know,
Do you
right?
think the Legos? Hey, do you think your Legos, like if you buy these, are gonna have texture like they have on them? Look at all the texture all over their face and their shirts and stuff. What is
I
happening?
know.
know.
You know what? If they don't, I'm gonna cancel Lego.
Right.
Is that a bunch of
Never
pimples?
again.
Is that a bunch of pimples on them or what?
Just
'Cause
like
that's not
Ray
how my
canceled
Legos look.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sitting here eating it right now. There is. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm eating it. I paid for it. I'm eating it. I'll never do it again though. There is no timeline in this show movie, is there? Like everything's just fair game.
It's a
Basically.
Pretty
wacky
much.
thing. Well, especially with the Stargate, like Chris said, the Stargate, you can.
Yeah, because once
You'll
you start
see.
seeing that, you're like,
That was definitely.
where are we going on this?
Yeah, that was definitely.
Well,
Doctor
And
Strange
it definitely,
right
you know, it plays around with time to the point where I'm like, okay, so I've seen enough time
You'll
travel
see.
movies.
You guys
that-
will see. Yeah.
No, I did see.
it's all
I thought-
relative.
Oh,
It's
if they say
subjective.
if they say don't squish a butterfly, like oh god, they really wrecked some shit in this one. Right?
I wonder if when they were making this, they
Like,
thought about that
butter-
portal idea, and they were like, "Oh, we shouldn't use this." And somebody looked and said, "It's okay.
Look.
We're all Disney. It's good."
Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan.
Do we change the phrase right now instead of "damn it, Barry" to "damn it, Ray"?
Damn it, Ray. Yeah.
No, because Barry doesn't fix his problems. Ray fixes hers.
We don't know that, Joe.
But she hasn't done anything wrong yet. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, we know something's gonna go wrong. You can't do that with time travel.
It's fine.
That'd be boring.
Obi-Wan.
As long as we don't have her like.
flowers. He's going to see Padme. Did you see that? I love that. That's a great joke because we know. Yeah, I love that. There was I got a couple good chuckles out of this. Like you guys will have to watch it.
Yeah.
There's also the Poros has a big world between worlds feel from Rebels. So
Yeah. Are they about to jump into space? Oh my gosh.
It's quite trusting.
Yeah.
it's fine.
All right.
The graphics in this are quite amazing.
They really
Yeah.
are.
Right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Le-
For
Lego
Legos,
has stepped it
absolutely.
up now, I'm telling you.
Mhm.
Cinematically, you're darn right.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
this scene
Now,
Now, how
right
did
agree
here.
they
with you, Chris.
fit in that cockpit?
Right?
Well, this scene right here already looks better than A New Hope visually.
First of all,
You know?
tits.
So,
Get it.
Ouch.
I mean, I love the movie, but it already looks better than it visually. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
She's about to screw it all up. I've got you now.
Does so out of curiosity, since they did show this again, does anybody wonder where those bolts went? Those that he fired? He had a lock on Luke. Shouldn't Luke be dead? Just saying.
He should be.
I mean, Star Wars
Maybe
would be
he-
done.
May-
Over with.
hey, have we not seen Blue Harvest? Maybe he lazily listed to the left, and because we know that is a fantastic move. Where'd he go? He's
I can't-
lazily listing to the left, sir. Man,
I
this
can't
guy's
watch
got
the
moves.
original trilogy without thinking of the Family Guy stuff. I cannot watch
Oh,
it.
me
now.
either. Ask
Really
Chris.
fun.
As when we did our reviews, that's all I could talk about with the original trilogy is how it reminded me of the Family Guy shit.
Yep.
Something.
is that my couch?
Something.
Was that my couch? He's like, yeah, it had that stain from when we had that party and you spilled your drink. They took my couch. Wrong movie, guys. Get it back in line, okay?
Doesn't she play herself in this movie?
Who?
It doesn't sound like
Kelly
Kelly
Marie
Marie Tran.
Who is it? I looked at the cast earlier and I was trying to think about who it was. Maybe I could be wrong. That name doesn't sound right.
Why is Poe
Why
a
is
dum
Poe
dum?
like such an idiot? I mean,
was this written when The Last Jedi was happening, where they wanted to keep just beating Poe down? Like, what the hell's happening? Why is he such a ding dong?
Just throwing stories up there. Whenever something
Legos.
picks out is going to be the story.
Jeez.
oh, Chewie found his tree.
He did. Merry Christmas. Merry Life Day. But where you going? You think Grace ever thought about just like jumping on BB-8's head and just like having it roll and just seeing how fast he could go? Like if she wanted to get away, like
Dude,
she's got
I
the
didn't know
force,
where
she
you
can
were going
bounce.
with
Just
that,
like,
man.
Like she's
just
like got her
skateboard.
own Segway, basically. You're saying?
Yes, a BB-8 segue,
Be
absolutely.
perfect.
So Anthony Daniels is C-3PO in this. Billy Dewey
Yes,
is
because he
Lando.
has ownership of that character.
Oh,
Bradley Baker,
jeez.
of course.
Helen Sadler's Ray. Trying to think, who was I looking
Kelly
for?
Marie Tran is Rose.
Jeez.
Okay, yeah, I thought I saw that earlier, but I wasn't sure. So
Hey, it's
Sounds
not
big,
her
sounds
fault what
big,
happened to her
something
character
died.
in either movie. Kelly Marie Tran is a very, very nice woman. Like, as the person, it's not her fault that she got effed in both movies.
how about Star Killer Base? It's a stupid.
Yeah, I know. That's the stupidest name.
Let's turn a planet into a weapon.
Hey, I gotta tell y'all, man,
It's
reading Thrawn right now, reading Treason, it is so amazing. This is an entirely different story told around the same time that they could tell that I would just love to see a movie of.
It's-
Oh my gosh.
I
So
know
good.
you talked about reading Treason on the last Star Wars Alliance. I'm about midway through Thrawn Alliances.
Oh, it's
Oh, boy.
great.
Yes.
It's great.
Oh
isn't
boy,
it?
that's good.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Is that? Did you read the first one? What's the first
Did you
one?
read the first one
Just
too?
Thrawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was
I
amazing.
love
Yeah.
that book. God, I
That's
love
still my
that
favorite
I
one
think
of the three
I've
so
got
far.
The
Me
comic
too.
adaptation of it too.
Yeah.
Well,
Really?
I'm pretty sure that they did the comic adaptation literally of just the novel. I'm pretty sure that
That's cool.
they
I'm
were
gonna
just
have
going
to
to do
find
the
out.
novel. I think Katie even talked about this on the one of the episodes. They were just going to do the novel and that was it.
Mhm.
But then Star Wars or the people back or behind Star Wars was like, hey,
Oh
that made a lot of
yeah.
money. Let's go on. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Because it did kind of end fine.
Yeah,
You know?
you could have left it alone. Yeah, you could have left it alone. It was a great story from start to finish. You're right.
Wow. Like I said, I'm just Treason, man. I'm just like I said, I got two chapters left. I'm gonna listen to probably tomorrow. That I'm so excited for.
Don't you, dude? Have you? Okay, like without giving it away, like that was the one book that, like I was like nervous for Thrawn. There were some dicey moments with Vader and alliances, but like there was like you get to some of that stuff and you go, "Ooh, how's he gonna dance around this one?"
Yeah, I am too, and that's why I love Thrawn because it always makes sense whenever he, you know.
Like Vader stealing the lightsaber.
I have the. Ray and her yellow saber.
It's rocks.
Vader got some moves.
Yeah, he does.
Watch out!
They're fighting over those crystals.
Whip.
Uh-oh.
My ball stuff. Aw, damn it.
And he misses.
Oh, BB-8 got left back.
Like this scene right here.
Off base.
Not
Off base.
Star Wars Saga, the Skywalker Saga video game. If those two are not just in the background at some point in
That's
time,
perfect. Yes, you're right.
I wonder if they delayed it to incorporate some of the elements from this.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Look, Vader walking by his dead self.
He's not dead yet.
You're not
Oh,
dead.
well, knocked down self. Excuse me.
Not dead yet.
Stormtroopers. He's snow troopers.
He sure looks like you. Helmet, chest buttons, breathing heavy. All the signs you're Vader.
Uh-huh. Like I said, there were some good ones in this.
Yeah, this is.
The Star Wars Lego stuff has always been good. Yeah, it's been cool
They're
as
not.
hell, but
They're not scared to make
good.
fun of themselves.
No,
Exactly.
Yeah.
absolutely not.
Vader versus Vader, huh?
I like how one's breathing like beginning and the other one ends it.
You are me.
Whoopsie.
Two troopers.
All right. Well,
Which Vader?
Oh, no.
I'll say which Vader got left there. It'd be crazy if they switched the Vaders.
Technically, it's another Vader.
Oh, one of the best scenes right here in
Mm-hmm.
Star Wars.
Yep.
Just this whole fight scene. So I missed the beginning of it. Where did this crystal come from that they get this power to teleport?
it was in that
with?
temple.
It was in that temple.
It's a baby Yoda.
And it's through time and space. Oh
Yep.
no!
Mhm.
Okay. I was
And they're all like, "Oh, he's so cute."
oh no! Oh no! What's going on with my feed? Oh no! Something went wrong. Oh no!
Oh no.
It's okay. I'll catch up.
Speaking of Phantom Menace.
Fucking love Phantom Menace. Hey, prequels for life over here, okay?
You know, I wasn't with you on
Tattooed
that
my
until you
forehead.
introduced me to
Prequels
Clone
for
Wars.
life.
Yeah, I wasn't with it
Mhm.
until you introduced me to
Clone
Clone
Wars
Wars on
is
that, and
great.
I was like, well,
It
okay.
makes the prequel so
Rebels
much
is
better,
great.
doesn't it? It just
Oh, yeah.
pads,
Oh, it really
pads
does.
all of it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I love it. The same voice for the clothes. I love it. Jakes,
All right, I can
double
resume.
Jakes.
Tell me what y'all are seeing. Let me go ahead. 20 seconds. 10 seconds.
We're pod racing, buddy.
Oh,
Well,
I'm
it's-
right there with you. Cool, on pod race.
After the
No,
pod race.
we just jumped through. Oh, we're on Exegol. We literally just jumped to Exegol.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Bam.
Literally, they're falling through on the pod from Exegol. You know what I mean?
Yep. There's two stormtroopers going after him.
Just past that. Like,
Oh, damn it. Now they just fell through a Star Destroyer.
Okay, yeah, I see the Star Destroyer. Good. 10-second jumps.
Okay.
Good.
They're just following.
Just creating a.
I
Been following for 30 minutes.
Yeah. It's always for 30 minutes.
Ray versus
I
Vader.
mean, look at all this crap that's falling through.
It is pretty
I didn't-
cool. They're giving you a
So-
little bit of everything with that. Yeah.
because I was watching it at work, I didn't realize that Luke was drinking blue milk at first. I thought he had like some
It is a blue
sort of,
milk.
Look at all the Obi-Wans. Hello there. Look at
Oh,
our-
there you go.
Love it.
And it's not even trying to hide it. It's literally a
Oh.
blue milk carton, and he has a blue milk mustache. Yeah, that's great.
McClunky.
Hello there.
McClunky.
oh McClunky.
McClunky.
I saw this picture of this scene right here, the side by side scene with all the everybody wanting to fight. That's awesome.
Moss Scott.
My son. Fine,
Yeah,
sorry.
did you buy it?
Well done.
Try it far.
Who are you guys?
Yeah, I know. No trespassing.
I always thought when he did the little flame thing, I always thought that was him giving people the finger.
Yep.
I know, right?
It's like, F you.
Oh no.
Alright, to my monster. Whoop. There
Yeah,
you go, mug.
there goes BB-8. Does anyone-
Oh,
I think we're about 5 seconds ahead of you, Greg.
I'll never be as attached to R2 as I am, or BB-8 as I am R2. You know?
That's because you grew up with R2.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Me too. He was in 6 films. He was in the Clone Wars. Like, yeah, a lot of those like R2's been a part of your life all growing up.
Actually,
there's
R2
a
was
lot
in
of kids. There's a lot of kids now that like BB-8's gonna be
Yeah.
that for them because Disney's gonna keep. You know what I mean?
But do you think there's a future with BB-8?
Oh,
Time of the Skywalker saga.
Disney's gonna shove it down your old pee hole, brother, whether you want it or not.
That's graphic.
Go Rose.
Go, Rose.
Go Rose.
Oh,
There you go. That's Swallow right there.
Man. There's Swallow right there. Look, they should. I'm telling you, they missed out the opportunity. Those pants, they should have put it right under his nipples, because like that's how it was in the movie. I swear to God, I feel like it was right under his nipples.
My whole household was laughing at this.
Yeah, I know.
You cannot look away from it.
He's calling nipples and stuff. He can't not stare at him.
Yeah. This kid above Emperor kind of sounds like it. Yep. Oh man.
Wait, Grandpa?
The Vader posters. It looks like my room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey,
Hold on a sec now. What are you talking about?
I like how you can even get
Is
finger quotes.
Is
with Lego
Supreme
fingers.
Leader greater than Emperor? Yeah.
This Palpatine is hilarious.
Yeah.
I like how he goes. "Ah."
Just y'all are on Ray right now.
Yeah.
Right.
We're within a few seconds of each other. Damn the internet.
So she just picked his head up off of the whatever those things were. I literally thought that was just like oil, and it was his blood underneath him. I thought that was pretty graphic for a second.
Yeah.
My son was like, it's like in those Lego games when you get it when you build everything
Yes.
back together.
Yeah.
And that's
Remember,
exactly what they're
you
doing.
do the Peanuts thing. You ever seen that SNL skit where they basically, I think it was like Saturday TV Funhouse, and they were making fun of like how they just do their hands in front of everything in the Christmas special, and like everything's better, like the tree becomes awesome. It's like, oh my gosh, let's the power we wield, and they start like putting their hand in front of everything and start going crazy with the power they have. Oh, you have to YouTube that.
I'll
That
have
is
to check that out.
that is
That's
awesome.
How can you not think that's an awesome lightsaber, Chris?
What?
Kylo Ren's lightsaber. How can you not think it's an awesome lightsaber?
Oh, I was just trolling you at that point.
Were you? Okay.
Yeah.
I was sitting there, I was like, seriously? He doesn't like Kylo Ren's lightsaber?
But it's not my favorite.
I get you.
It's
I
that you
get it
got
not
a
being your
box.
favorite. I get it not being your favorite. Yeah, Nathan, you missed out on that conversation the other day. We were voting on favorite lightsabers because I was debating on buying Ventress's lightsaber.
Ventress is
That's
awesome.
good.
Ventress is
That's a good
awesome.
favorite.
Ventress has got some good ones, but I'm still going Dooku.
Well, Ventress and Dooku are virtually the same lightsaber.
Oh, but I'll take
Yeah.
it. I'll
Yeah.
take either one. I'll take Revan's. I'll take one. I'll take
Revan.
Revan's red one
I
or
do
his
like the
purple
one I
one.
showed you with the High Republic.
Whose
That
is
was
that?
amazing.
Yeah.
It's one of the new High Republic
Okay,
characters.
so we don't even know yet who it is. Okay.
Well, we do know it's in that image. It says whose it is.
Oh, okay, I got you. But I mean, we haven't met the character yet, so.
Correct.
But I'll be interested.
Fair enough.
It looked pretty
No,
awesome.
I wouldn't show you 30 reactor shaft. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
But I do find it interesting that it's. I find more of the fascinating lightsaber creations are from the Old Republic.
Yeah.
It's like they
Like
played.
the rest of them just don't get that creative.
Well, has anybody read the Darth Bane trilogy?
I read
Yes.
the first one.
So in the first
Yes.
one of the students, other Sith, has like a lightsaber whip.
Ooh.
Mm.
Yes.
And it's
That's pretty
coming
cool.
back in the High Republic, bitch.
Darth Reyna's got a double-sided blade, but
It's like a short
fucking
blade.
handle itself is longer, and the shorter blades on her
Yep.
double-ended one. Like, yeah, there's a variety of them that Darth Bane talks about when they go through the dark side.
I
But
want
that
to see
just
somebody with a
proves
Peter
Chris's
Pan one.
point.
You know,
With a what?
Peter Pan, like dagger,
Oh.
style lightsaber.
Well, that'd be like the short blade, kind of.
Yeah.
had that
But
blue
that
mark
also
with
proves,
Quinlan
it proves
Voss
Chris's
had.
point that the Old Republic, they played with them a lot more and they had a lot more options
Right.
versus now where it's literally just a long blade or a short blade.
Mhm.
Like Ahsoka has.
Or a very long double blade.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Or a cross blade.
Sorry. Oh, I didn't see what's his name. We're adding it before.
Okay.
I hope it's a Kate.
Although, should Akbar be dead?
Yes.
I thought he's traveling through time, right?
Not here though.
Oh, I thought that's what they're doing.
That
traveling
could
through
be
time and
Akbar's
space.
son. We saw
That's
Akbar's
just
son
great.
in Rise of Skywalker.
Ooh, there we go. That's a good point. Good point.
Junior Bar, whatever his name is.
Sorry, I haven't
No,
watched
Junior
Rise
Mint.
since, I
Yeah,
haven't watched Rise of Skywalker since theaters, and I
I get it.
haven't been able to
I've watched
put
it
myself
once
in that
since
mindset
then.
yet.
We watched it once for the show. I watched it in theaters and I watched it for the show. It's not my favorite.
It was better than I remembered it being the first time I saw it because I was very disappointed, but it still was not one of my favorite Star Wars movies by any means.
Disney. We need an animated series to help fill in some of those gaps and stuff. It'd be nice if we could get an animated, series with filling in there. But what do I know?
I hope the answer to the problem in the end of this show is 2 lightsabers because that'll make me feel good.
Yes, right.
That'll make me
Because
laugh.
we know Mace Windu could have solved all this shit if he would have just reached over, got Kit Fisto's lightsaber when he was dead, and then the Emperor, he does not know what to do shooting lightning against 2 lightsabers. It would have killed him instantly, just like Rey did.
You can't hold
No,
2
if he only
lightsabers.
gave Luke what he was looking for at that point. I already showed you that. I already showed you that meme.
Yeah.
It's a very specific request, but we can do it.
Yeah.
You're right. Everything is like the Legos are very detailed. I like smooth Legos. I don't want textured Legos.
Yeah, why is she
There's
she looks
something
like she
very
got people
inappropriate you
bones.
could add at that moment, but we'll leave it at that.
Like,
Chris, you stay out of my lane, all right? That's my territory, buddy.
Oh, full disclosure, my Disney Plus has crapped out like 20 minutes ago, so I'm just enjoying and reacting to what you're reacting to.
Oh, nice.
oh my goodness.
This guy.
You know what it
Did say
was?
that
Is I
it
made the
might-
announcement we're covering this movie tonight, so Disney Plus couldn't handle the amount of streams with people watching with us.
All
That's
6
what
of
it
us.
was.
4? Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah. You can't handle 10 streams at one time. The 6 of us plus the 4 watching. So
I definitely tried to get back in, and it just was too frustrating to me. So, but I love you all so much that I'm gonna still stick around.
Oh.
I'm watching on my phone because normally it works well. I don't even try my computer.
Yeah,
so.
it tends to work better on my phone than anything else.
I mean, I'm watching on my TV and my PlayStation, so,
I'm watching it on my computer.
Balling like that, Joe.
I don't know
Seems
what
like
you're talking
the app
about.
works better than if you're trying to do like off the computer.
I want to see you guys' faces as I'm watching it.
There you go.
Right.
All the perdiness.
So Yoda and Rey. That's one thing we never got in the movies, was it? Any kind of Yoda and Rey connection.
He talked to her in Rise.
No.
No, he
Kinda.
spoke.
He
He
did.
spoke
He-
and she heard. He wasn't speaking
Then
words.
Ahsoka talked to her in Rise as well. Like, come on.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
true. This is true.
So did Mace
And Anakin.
and Anakin.
Kind of.
Qui-Gon.
And the 3 other Jedi that I can't remember their names.
Revan.
I wish.
No.
Nice.
There was Ayla
Bane.
Sakura, and they had fucking Kanan in there, and there was a couple. There was a couple even from
Here's
Is that
Kanan-
speculation, or do you know that?
No, that was...
That was
No,
Kanan.
it was
It
Kanan.
was Kanan? Okay.
Kanan was in there. Like I said, Ayla Segura was in there.
Ayla
What's
Secura?
the other? Secure, whatever. Yeah, you know what the fuck I'm saying, but yes, yeah, that
You're
was
right.
that girl. And there was that other one, and There was somebody else I want to say.
Know me, Sunrider.
I think we even heard Dark Jar Jar in there. Oh, Ray, Nisa, I love you.
Come to
We know Jar Jar was supposed to be the entire thing. It was all going to hinge on Jar Jar, but people made fun of him in Phantom.
Well, what are you going to do
And
if
then
there's
George
a Gungan
changed
that is
his
a
mind.
Jedi in the future?
I think
in
there
the
will.
I hope in High Republic there is a Jedi
High
Gungan
Republic.
because that would be hilarious.
Yeah. We are blowing smoke rings.
I want to do like Boss Boss Leone.
She was vaping before that.
She's turning
She was
Christmas
vaping,
lights
that'd be a
on.
cloud.
Oh, Ray.
Good point. I don't smoke, so I don't know.
Well, all the cool kids are doing it. No.
That is true. All the cool
Glad I'm
kids
not
do.
cool.
Yeah,
Look,
right.
if-
Yeah.
look, if
okay.
If I spent money on cigarettes, I wouldn't have all the money for these.
Touche, motherfucker.
Books,
Touche.
cigarettes.
Got me
That's a much
there.
healthier habit.
That's probably why I don't
Much
have
healthier.
those.
Much
That's a good point. I need to think.
I
keep
got
that in
those,
mind.
and then I got those.
Oh.
What you got over there?
He's got big tubs.
Come
Big,
Oh my goodness.
30 of them.
God.
Looks like you have a
You're an
gigantic
animal.
room filled of
Dude,
great
you
have
have like
stuff.
straight up
every-
library.
Wait. Do you have every trade paperback ever published from both publishers, or like what do we do? Is it Marvel,
So-
Star Wars? Is there other stuff mixed in there?
It's mainly DC. I've got a
Yes.
row of Marvel.
A row.
Sorry. I just-
Right.
I do have-
I mean, hey,
I
it is
do
what it
have
is.
all the. I'm starting to get more Marvel, and I do have all of the Ultimate line. So there's that.
Nice.
I got some Star Wars. I got like back here is my Independence. So those are kind of growing. So it's.
I'll have to send you photographs of mine. It doesn't compare to yours.
I'll say I've seen a few different times, but yeah,
I've just
This
got one
also-
little shelf of my Star Trek stuff. I just got one little shelf.
I've got a rack right back there, and then a few boxes.
Yeah, you do.
So
I like comics. I'm sorry.
I caught that, Nathan.
Uh-huh.
we haven't talked about the movie in like 25 minutes. Nah.
That's how usually it goes.
Did y'all see that flow
Like
chart
us.
that he had there a moment ago about the leadership?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I love that.
Hey, this is JRB's
Emperor,
been waiting to
Supreme
hear
Leader,
a review
yeah.
of this since.
Has JRB been contacting you? Because
No,
I have not
how is he
heard
gonna
from him
contact me?
that's what I was
He's been off
wondering.
the
I
grid.
didn't know if
He's
y'all
not-
had
he done-
numbers or switched numbers with her because he
He
hadn't.
vaporized,
Able to
no.
hold him. Yeah.
Well,
JRB
Did you start
in
blue
his
milk at him?
defense,
Hold on.
yes,
Yep.
he
Threw
did.
blue
Yeah.
milk at him. So, look, there's blue milk at his dad. Okay, cool.
That is nephew.
You doing okay, Joe?
Oh, sorry, that was
I wanted
Kyle.
to
I thought it was.
Grab this.
Baker.
I saw this back here.
We
I got
what do we
this from
Nice.
Celebration 19. Yeah, 19.
Nice.
So I looked back and saw that, and I'm like, oh yeah.
I'm jelly.
You're like, oh, let me see this.
I forget half the shit I have in this.
He's like Mary Poppins. Let's what's behind my couch.
Mhm.
I got One Piece back over there. I got statues over here. I need to get more statues. Well, not more statues.
That's
I need to
another.
pull up all my
I
statues.
am so happy I don't get into that habit too badly.
You just start collecting
Holy
moments.
cow.
Nice.
That is like I think statue collecting. Oh, there he goes. We lost him.
Oh no!
Where'd
You
it
must have
go?
jared the wire too much.
Yep.
That
So-
statue collecting, I
You
think, is even
jiggle
more
it more than
dangerous.
3
than,
times, you're playing with it.
This is actually kind of a
Yeah, I
badass
did
scene
that on
right
that
here, y'all.
too. His,
Look at this. Emperor watching all this fighting. This is a pretty badass scene.
he's like,
More
get the fighty
fighty,
fighty. More fighty fighty. No talky, more fighty fighty.
And I was bored.
Yeah.
I
Zappity
like how, so for like, and maybe this isn't the case. I haven't looked at the cast list, but like it seems for like the different Obi-Wans or the different age and like the different age Lukes, they've got at least a different vocal tone for each of them. So that's nice.
Pretty sure it was the same person.
Yeah, I was gonna say I only saw one listing for each character when I was looking at IMDb.
Which is why I said specified vocal tone. Like,
Well,
Yeah.
they're
so
putting
James
different
Bond
inflections.
is Obi-Wan, and the awesome Obi-Wan from Clone Wars and all that. I think Matt Lanter. Yeah, is that his name? I don't know. For Anakin.
Okay.
But then Vader's different, so.
Matt Sloan.
Oh, don't want to fit.
Yeah.
Oh, back it up.
I will finish this.
Whoops.
Guys, you have like 5 lightsabers right there. All it takes is 2 to beat him. Come on.
But if you strike him down,
I like.
Zappity, zappity, zappity. So the Emperor takes out everybody, huh?
But not
that's
right.
plausible.
Somehow, the Emperor does.
Evil wins.
End of story.
Yep. Game
Be
over.
hilarious.
Written and directed by George Lucas.
Mhm.
Is that a power you ever see the Emperor use? Is like that
What?
telekinesis, like bring something to his hand?
That's called the Force.
I know it's the Force, but yeah,
he brings his lightsaber.
You're right. I should have said the Force. But
It's like the way you described it.
I meant, but there's more. Well, yeah. I never seen him use that in the movie. I don't think, but he just did it now.
Well,
I
no,
guess
so
he's got
in Revenge of the Sith, he's throwing the
In
council at
Revenge of the Sith.
Jedi. Yoda.
Yep, he's throwing the
Good
pods at
point.
Yoda and shit with
Yeah.
Force.
Yep. There you go.
Yoda's leaping around like a spider monkey.
As he should.
Does much in the original.
I think there's one scene where you actually hear Yoda say, "I'm hopped up on Mountain Dew."
Emperor with his spinny chair.
Well, I will say the spinning chair in this is better than, is not as good as the throne room in Rise of Skywalker. That's one point I'll give Rise of Skywalker. I know it's a different kind of throne room. There's supposed to be a throne room with
Like
Death
he's not
Star, I
attached
get
to
that,
everything?
but
It's the same throne room, though.
yeah,
It's
but
broken.
is it? But the chair is different in Rise of Skywalker as opposed to.
Yeah, but the chair's broken.
Okay.
So it doesn't spinny. It doesn't do spinny.
I gotcha.
Spinny.
It looks better on Rise of Skywalker.
No, you're
I'll
yeah.
give him 1 point. That's about it. I like it. I want that sweater. You know me, I have to have it. Somebody's
Take
gonna
your
make it.
stupid mug.
And you take a damn bug.
This is great.
World's best emperor. Galaxy's best emperor.
I'm the only emperor.
Revelation. Life-day miracle.
Whoop.
You know what? I just saw a guardrail. Huh, interesting.
Chibi
I didn't-
Palpatine.
I didn't think they could afford that.
They can't ask for one guardrail. It's just not in the budget.
But they had a guardrail.
They should be leaning.
They had one
They
there.
should be leaning. He says leaning, I says.
Well, they can't help it, man. All them, TIE defenders from Thrawn were cutting into the Stardust budget. They couldn't.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Yes, but the TIE Defenders actually, did something good.
True.
Would have been a smart play. Not invest your money in not 1, but 2 planet-sized space stations with a mega nuclear super gun on it.
Why invest in one when you can buy 2
instead of having
for
a
double
fleet?
the price?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Instead, you could have had a fleet that could have covered at least one whole quadrant of TIE defenders that could have actually been out there mobilizing and just really wrecking some stuff.
It's a
Bob
comment.
Frick?
Yep, that's Baba Frick.
It's a commentary on government.
Yeah.
Babu worms.
You're right, Chris.
Okay,
It
that's
is
pretty
a commentary on government. I agree with you there.
Again,
It's-
why buy 1 when you can buy 2 for double the price?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not even that. Us referencing back to Thrawn, the thing with that, Thrawn's TIE Defenders would have been a way better idea than the Death Star. Just hands down, would have been a way better idea than Death Star. So.
That's why you should go to a T-shirt. They should have listened to Thrawn.
Krennic.
Should have.
Goddamn Krennic.
Probably one of my
Him and his goddamn capes.
Krennic, yeah. Oh. Savit.
Krennic and his capes.
Oh my goodness.
Cut it with the lightsaber. Yeah, baby.
The cheese of the cheese.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Precision right here.
Let go. I'm not going to open my eyes and do it. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Let the force guide you.
I mean, he accomplished the goal. He cut the turkey in half.
Yep.
So technically.
He did.
Yeah.
And the table and the.
Is no one going to point out the fact that the tree busted out a window in the Falcon?
Right?
Okay.
I didn't see that.
Oh,
Yeah, it was like
we're
through the
throwing
top.
BB-8s now.
I was looking at them, the Christmas lights on the Falcon.
Fair.
Yeah.
And what was this?
It's a movie. You
I
watch
mean,
it.
movies.
Creative
very
license.
loose.
Oh, Luke and Leia just showing up for Life Day.
Yeah.
Ray Skywalker.
Got so much.
Yeah. They were
I
like,
wish I could
give
just
me
take
my...
any name I wanted to and say that was my name and it'd be true.
You actually can.
I told
They
you.
have paperwork. You
I
can fill
told
out
you
for
I
that.
am now Nathan Musk and I am heir to the Elon
That's
Musk
exactly
empire.
what I
So
did.
I'm claiming it and I'm appropriating it. All right.
I mean, it worked back, before technology, so why not do it now?
Right.
Guys, we missed the whole last end of the movie, but
Yeah,
that was it.
dancing around.
I highly
I
I missed
If
the last
you're
30
listening,
minutes,
but-
so.
Yeah. Good deal. Well, all right, y'all. Wrap it up. That is the holiday special. I think we're going to do the
Much better
original
than the
holiday
first.
special. Yeah, well, we're going to do the first. We're going to do the
Hold
first.
on,
Closer
the
to
first is
Christmas, I
classic.
believe. So,
The first is a classic.
and I'm still yet to see that. So, all right, y'all. I know it's late where y'all are at. It's late where I'm at. We finished the movie. We finished the news. Let's get out of here. Let's start the plugs.
We had news.
Yeah.
No, we had debates about.
We had discussion,
We had
debate,
debates
We had
about
attacks.
topics.
I mean,
not
it's-
news. Yeah.
Right,
Exactly.
right. We had about
We had one
nonsense.
piece of
Right.
news.
Nathan, I would ask where they can find you at, but I'm going to shame you.
Right
Nathan,
here.
They can't find you anywhere because
No,
except here. Come in the chat room
I'm an elusive.
or
Caller.
the line. Sorry. Come in the chat room there.
Yeah.
Yep,
other
I
than
will
that, you
pass
can't
along
find
any
me except for
messages
that.
you have for Nathan.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you, Katie.
I won't. I'll hold on to them.
Sure.
Hang them over his head like, dude, you should hear this question. It's really juicy, but you won't on Twitter, so.
No, what he'll do is text me and saying, "Why didn't you tell me this?"
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think I'm
I
not
do.
Greg.
Yeah.
Chris, where can they find you, buddy?
You can find me on Twitter at Chris Balga. I got World's Finest True Believers at Finest Believers. We are dropping a retro show on Monday. Lisa coming back on to look at Arkham Asylum.
Nice.
The sentimental Grant Morrison.
And then the week after is my episode.
Nice.
It is.
Very nice. Any show with Chris is awesome. Any show with Chris and Lisa is even better. Any show with Chris and Katie is phenomenal. So, yeah, I'm down for all of them. Let's do it.
And
Wondering
Marvel
where
Alliance,
you
we
were
had
gonna go
a
from there.
plethora of news drop today, from Deadpool to Moon Knight to Black Panther. So it's going to be a
Yeah,
big
there's a
show
lot of that.
on Tuesday and Wednesday. So
And I know none of it, so I look forward to getting my news from you, Chris.
And I'm off Tuesday, so I may try to slide into a guest spot on Marvel Alliance if you guys will have me.
That's
I'll have to wait and see.
not to get to see those payments have come through yet.
That's true, yeah.
While we're all here at the end of the show, we're all taking next week off for Thanksgiving, right? So
Yes.
we should just tell everybody
next
here
week we are
Happy
taking off for
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, exactly. I know Thanksgiving Thursday, we record Friday, but we're giving
It'll be a
they're in
long
the
day
right
for
time to
me.
do with their families and record. So we'll do it. I will drop a retro episode. So there will be something out there for the audio.
Do the Rise of Skywalker review where we all got drunk and just laughed our asses off all the
Some
way
of you got
through
drunk.
the
Some of
movie
you.
and stuff
Some of
because that
I
one,
did that one. No, I
that's
didn't
one of
do
the
that
best.
already.
That's one of the best episodes we ever did, and it was
Yeah.
highly entertaining.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, we all got pretty good on that one.
Some of you.
Pretty good.
Some of you.
Yeah, Katie and Sarah was
Chris
not
is
my
gonna wait
it
till I
was,
get
yes, it
with
was a
him
good
to get
time.
him
It was a
thrashed, is
good
what it is.
time.
I've got to be with him.
Not
to get him
after.
thrashed, so
We were all there, guys. It was a good show.
Sarah, where can I find you at?
You can find me on Twitter at My Lady Kitten. Basically, if you want to see me, it's going to be right here. Otherwise, I might slip into my Panther chat, which that's Greg's a part of. But other than that, and I might slip into some other chats as well because the DC Alliance, you guys had me rolling the other night. So that was hilarious.
I've heard a few comments about that show, so I'm
yeah, there's people that say they were highly entertained by our episode there.
Nice.
So
I'm hoping at some point maybe I can jump in on DC just to kind of shoot it with you guys at some point. So
definitely, yeah. And you're welcome. We're on Monday, so Katie, where can I find you at?
So you can find me on the Twitter at KGirlStrat13. Star Wars Alliance. We will be live Monday night at 6 p.m. Eastern on Geek Versus YouTube channel to talk about some Bad Batch news, the Mandalorian spinoff that we skipped in this discussion, a review of the Lego Holiday Special, and a recap on Chapter 12 of The Mandalorian. So there's that one, and then I'm also on Slice of Film. And that one is not dropping an episode next week. That one will drop Superman, the movie, the week after Thanksgiving. But it should go on Patreon as soon as tomorrow, possibly. So,
Do you settle the debate where you settle on Krypton or Krypton?
we need to bring that up in the comments.
Oh!
It's got to be settled. Got to be settled.
Krypton.
I'll remember that next time.
That's like Spider-Man. Yeah, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Oh, Pete Spider-Man.
Yeah,
It's
Spider-Man.
not Pete Spider-Man.
Joe, where can they find you, buddy?
You can find me on Twitter at _actually_. I'm also sorry.
What?
I'm also part of the Ranger Alliance podcast. Clay backs all that, so I don't really know what the Twitter handle is. So
It's
I
different.
can't.
Pretty complicated.
Yeah.
No less.
And then I'm also on Instagram at Comic Book Rundown. So that's my other podcast. Which you can find that on Twitter too, but it's all good.
Good deal.
It's all good in the hood.
Sure. And you can find me at the BatDaddy52 on Twitter. It's about the only place that I'm part of social media that I got on the internets with. And check out all the shows I'm on with the Geek Ultimate Alliance Network. I do a few shows in there. I guess on a few shows in there. Check me out Sundays after football games, after Panthers games on the post-game show on the C3 Panthers podcast. And then live every Tuesday at 9 p.m. on YouTube on the C3 Panthers podcast to talk, unfortunately, Panthers football, which has been very drab lately. Very, very difficult to talk about. So, but hit me up. I'm willing to talk to anybody about anything. Show ideas, questions, anything you want. Let us know. Thank y'all so much for listening. Everybody on the night, thank y'all so much. It's been an awesome time. Anything else you want to say?
Happy Life Day.
Happy Life Day.
Happy Life Day.
McClunky.
Keep pounding.
keep pounding.
With